Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the IPL 1000, sponsored by Immutable themselves. I am here, joined with Silent and Caveman on the caster's desk. My name is Paz. How are we doing, guys?
Oh, we got the first 1,000 here, $20,000. I am so jealous of these players who have made it to the top 8. I'm so excited to watch this match.
100% same here. Immutable has picked a fantastic time to join us here this season with the first IPL 1000. The highest amount of points on the line, highest amount of prizing on the line. Thank you, Immutable, for coming on through, and we have ourselves an incredible one coming up ahead of us.
Yes, sir. A lot of money on the line. $20,000 to be precise, which is kind of crazy, I would say. It's an honor to be casting this. Honestly, there's a lot of money on the line, and there's a lot of good players in the semifinals. That's where we are currently. We are at the top 16. Players have just finished the quarterfinals, and we're going to have a quick look how it's going to go down today. So first here, we have the structure. We have the top 32 tournament players coming in, and the top 32 open sit and go qualifier players coming in, making up our 64 players in the IPL 1000. We're still on day 1, but on the very bottom. So in the last best of 3 right now, where we go from 16 players to 8 players. Every round has a best of 3 at the moment. And then tomorrow, for the grand finals at 2 p.m. UTC, we're going to go live with the top 8 for the best of 5 to find our grand champion. I'm really stoked for this. This is the warm-up, but I'm already really excited.
Yeah, just thinking this is just the semi. Like, oh man, we got a lot to watch here and a lot to break down. I'm excited to see the progression from today to tomorrow and see, do any strategies become super meta now, especially after already 5 hours of gameplay. Have the top players already figured out what are the best comps out here, and what are you going to look at next?
Yeah, thankfully, we got a little bit of time to see some of these comps, but even still, it still seems like it's up in the air as we take a look at some of the prize pools. You can see these numbers are a little bit bigger than what we're used to.
Yes, sir. We got $20,000 on the line, and here it's how it's split up. First prize, first place is $7,000. Then we have $3,000. Then we have $2,000 for third, 1,500, 1,000, all the way down to 64th place. So everybody today is in the money, and everybody right now gets at least $200 in the top 16. And yeah, first place, $7,000. That's a pretty good paycheck, where I'm coming from, at least for this month. And this is just one weekend, right? So
it's a week. Yeah.
Yeah, we have 3 more IPL 1000 coming up, and then the grand finals with $150,000 on the line. So these players are earning big in Illuvium.
I'm very, very happy to see that it's not like 100% top heavy either. Like just making it like decently into the tournament as well. Everybody almost gets to walk away with at least a little bit of something, which is just beautiful to see.
Yes, sir. Nobody goes home empty-handed in IPL 1000. Usually, we're not as thinly spread with the prize pool, but with $20,000 in the pot, it's has been able for us to reward all the 64 players. So yeah, if you make it into the finals, you should walk away with something. And if it's just $25 and a little bit of bragging rights, that's really nice, at least for me personally.
That's still a W. That's still a W for me. I'll take it.
Sir.
Yes, $25 to play a game. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're having fun as well, then it's a win-win situation right here. And then right here we have the schedule for 2025. So we're now at the first event in October with the IPL 1000. Then we have 2 50s coming up for the next 2 weekends, and then in 3 weekends, we have the IPL 500. And then in November, in the bottom left, you see IPL 1000, 250, 500, another 1000. And then we are already in December. Time flies by. It's only 2 months until the grand finals, the main event, the World Championship for $150,000.
I've seen this graphic so many times. I don't know why it's still just pointing out to me now from October 25th to November 22nd. That is the most ridiculously amazing like month or so in like golf competitive gaming, I swear.
Yeah, I think you can earn close to like $20,000 if you were able to play first in each of those. So imagine 1 month you earn $20K. All right, like playing a game. If you've not played Illuvium, you're gonna want to get in here now. You've got a month to ramp up, learn what all these pros are doing, and then try to compete in November for these big prize pools. Not to mention, if you do well in November, you're going to be playing in December, and you know that there's a massive prize pool for the finals.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, that's going to be crazy. Back-to-back big competition. There is, maybe luckily for us, there's a 250 in between to catch our breath.
Yeah, seriously.
For people to see their families. Otherwise, it's just competitive gaming all along. So that's really, really cool. And yeah, we'll see how December will go. It's gonna be a 2-weekend tournament, by the way. So we're gonna have like 4 days of hardcore competition. So that's gonna be nice. And yeah, we are ready to look at some more stats, and then we're soon gonna go into our first game. Today we also have 2 raffles for the viewers. We have some trivia again. I brought out the foot trivia because it was a crowd favorite. And we're going to have some of these, but most of the viewer raffles are going to be reserved for tomorrow for the main finals.
Fair enough. Should be fun. Last week was pretty fun. It's funny that you're playing into the whole claws and paws thing, though. Jack calling out on it, and now just embracing it.
Yes, sir. Wait, let me bring out the right thing. Yes, here it is. IPL Global Leaderboard. So these are our top players right now in the IPL. And IPL means Illuvium Pro League, and that's the points they earn. Today there's 1,000 points on the line because it's the IPL 1000. So yeah, first place, 213 points right now. People are going to be able to catch up.
Yeah. And I mean, first place is 250 points. Or I may have forgotten how many points you get for first place or the breakdown, but
yeah, I think it's 250.
There's a significant amount of points here, and it could really, really raise you on the IPL leaderboard, potentially even putting you at first, depending on where you are. So that's really, really exciting. Definitely a way to brag that you were a pro in Illuvium for this whole season.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and if we're going down here in the IPL leaderboard, I think top 48 make it to the World Finals. And right now, number 48 is Luix with 8 points. So somebody that does, for example, everyone that's in the top 16 right now, there's going to be a big shakeup in the global leaderboard right now today with the IPL points coming in for this IPL 1000.
Yeah, but it just takes one weekend to completely shuffle that around. Would you say 8 points near the bottom there? That is so doable in a weekend. Extremely. Just need one good weekend.
Yes, sir. Yeah. All right.
And we have someone in the Twitch chat asking, how much time do you have to play to get a shot? All right. And he's saying that he really is out of time and the games are a little bit long. I mean, I'm really curious. There's a couple players that have only been playing a month, so they haven't dedicated that many hours into this, and they're already quite high on the board. So if you feel like you're pretty smart strategy-wise, you think you can digest some of the quick information and learn the game, I think that you could do it pretty quickly. If you're talking about like how much time you have in a week, I don't know. What do you think, Paz? How much time do you have to dedicate?
Yeah, it depends where you want to go. I think to get, for example, in the IPL 1000, it doesn't take that much, right? It's 64 players here in the tournament. And of course, you maybe it helps if you're a gamer already or you have some poker experience, some strategy experience, strategy games and stuff like this. So it really depends on what type of person you are. But I don't know, maybe 1-2 hours a day, something like this, 1 game a day, 1 hour a day, something like this you will see big improvements very fast. So
yeah. And I'm very, very thankful too that with the IPL as a whole, like there's no limitation of sorts to actually competing. It's truly is an open tournament. It's not like some games we see out there where it's like, yeah, we're having this tournament, but only if you're platinum or above you can get in. It's like, no. You can make your account and go compete now and have the exact same playing field. It's just a matter of knowledge, and you can get that over time nicely.
And there's also a lot of guilds that are working together. You can learn from to speed up that progress. I mean, we have to be honest, though. You will have to grind to learn and be able to master this game. But with some time, you should be able to do that pretty easily.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It is open to everyone. And these players are the top 32 players of the IPL 1000. And we can already see it in green. These are the people who made it into the semifinals. So the top 4 players of every lobby made it into the semifinals. Oh. And yeah, let's have a quick look what we got. Slicks got knocked out in lobby number 2. Fancy Pants got knocked out in lobby number 2. That is crazy. That was a tough lobby there.
I didn't commentator's curse him this time, though, so I can't take fault for that one.
Wow, that's very interesting. Web Free Gaming is through.
Zika
Fox
Perico didn't make it.
Yeah, I was looking at Zika Perico.
Lemko out, Zika Perico out, Carl out. Wow, that was a tough lobby right there. Brutal. The show is also out. Some of our best ranked players. So there you have it. That's the top 32. Big congratulations, even if you're out in this stage. It's huge to be top 32 in an IPL 1000. It's going to give you a lot of points. And also some money.
Lobby 3, 2 of our past IPL winners, Moo and Fox Spirit, literally having the tiebreaker it out for 4th place. Competition has definitely gotten extremely fierce, especially for that lobby in particular. But for this IPL 1000, it's absolutely crazy to see. But I do see a couple of little breakout opportunities here for some players that I'm not quite as familiar with. Hosh won from Team Atlas in particular. This is the first time I feel like I've seen them in a IPL, either semifinal or final of sorts. Honir's always kind of been around that level as well. Stygian, I feel like, is always in the always in the round of 64, but maybe doesn't necessarily get any further than that. Finding their footing here today. And Nariba, who's one of our leaderboard leaders of sorts in the ranked play, hasn't necessarily translated that into IPL success yet, but made it out of lobby 4. We'll probably see them in the semifinal.
Yep.
Yes,
and
sir.
It does seem like the games have already started for semifinals.
Yes, sir. Today we're gonna do it a little bit faster, a little bit quicker. And we are already going. We're gonna spectate match number 1, lobby number 1, and then for next round we're gonna jump into lobby number 2. So we're gonna see all 16 players today in the semifinals, and then again tomorrow is gonna be the grand finals. I see also here in chat somebody's asking what's the best place to get the meta. I just got on the site Illuvilytics. Illuvilytics is a great place for that. You can see the statistics. What I like to do is find the best players in the ranked leaderboard, check out their recent matches, and check out their recent wins. And there you can see all the compositions that they used for wins. And then besides that, Illumination on YouTube, that's my channel. Then Silent, right there, Silent Siren on YouTube is also his channel. And then we also got Caveman. So you have 3 YouTubers right here, so you can always check out community content from Illuvium community. They are all making great content. So that's definitely something to look out for. We also have Scoriox, a very active community content creator. So there is a bunch of content up on YouTube. Go and check that out. And yeah, we're going to jump into the games.
So I think Scoriox actually did a breakdown on his X maybe a day or 2 ago in regards to what kind of comps you could expect. So that might be a place to look as well for maybe something non-video. Something more written.
Yes, sir. X, by the way, for all the boomers out there, is Twitter.
Yes.
All right, we're going to jump into the games, everyone. By the way, another shout out to Immutable, who are sponsoring today's tournament. It's the Immutable Masters, the IPL 1000 here. And this is game number 1 of the best of 3 semi-finals.
All right, who do we got in lobby 1 here? Alnert, Wolverine, Soda, Detective Alan A, Not Complain, Jonah Kino, who had a really awesome tournament last weekend. Then we had Honir and Hosh1. There we go.
Yeah, and in this region, we're playing with Sanctum Mesa, so everyone's starting at level 3 with some extra credits. So it's going to be kind of an interesting way of how everyone plays at the beginning. Some like to quickly, build some stage 2 tier 1 alluvials. Some like to play super low level, try to get some stage 2 tier 0 alluvials. But I think we can do a quick breakdown of the weapons. We've got 2 that are rocking the water blades, but that's something interesting. I'll actually let Paz break that down so you can show along and talk about it at the same time.
Sure. We got the water fighter blade here from Alnerd. We got the Earth Empath Shadow Maul from Wolverine. Another water blade from Sota. We got the fire bulwark from DTTV Align. We got the Nature Rogue weapon coming out from Not Complain Earth Scion weapon here from Hoenir. Shonakinyo, the crowd's favorite here with Earth Bulwark. And then Hoshi with Fire Empath. Or at least Shonakinyo was the crowd's favorite in our last IPL. Let's see how you're feeling today, guys. Let us know who you think will make it out of these semifinals into the grand finals.
Hey.
I'm curious if we'll see a little bit of a repeat because Mud was extremely popular in the last tournament. The water fighters going on to Alnert's probably suggesting so, and then Jonah Kino was essentially notorious for going Mud every game, does not care who he has to contest to actually get it, was going up against Narkesh on many occasions in the grand final. So I'm curious to see if he'll pick up where they left off there.
Yes, sir. And we got...
Yeah. I'm excited to see this Honer rocking the Earth Scion weapon. I've never seen him play before or her play this before. And running the Earthgrass Scepter, maybe they've come up with a really unique combo out of that. We also have the Fire Staff. Wonder if we're going to see something interesting there. And then everything else, we're gonna see how this plays out.
So what is
the team for Honir?
Yeah, what's your guys' read on the meta right now? I know we got Mud very dominant at the moment, and then we have the classic Scoriox, Magma Tank, Empath. What else do we got? Do we still have Rogues with Slash-ins?
They're still there, but it's definitely nowhere near as dominant, at least when I'm going up against it on the ranked ladder. It doesn't seem as prominent, but I mean, you let one run away, a slash will still hunt your nightmares.
Yeah, I saw yesterday we had the Leviathan finals for $10,000, and Slashin was the winning composition in every round. But The meta is a little bit different in Leviathan Arena because that is where you use your own Illuvials that you captured. This mode that we're playing right here is fully free to play. Like a classic auto battle, you just download the game, jump in, play it. You have the same chances as everyone else.
Yeah, I might be mixing up the patches, but I remember the first, I think it was an IPL 250 on this patch. We saw some cool Vanguard, 3 Vanguard comps coming out with Slash, and they were pretty strong where they bonded with like a Goliath or something, and we're getting like a nice Granite. That was a good counter to the other rogues. Maybe there was a good rogue counter, but not too many people playing rogues, so maybe that's fallen off. And I mean, we could see that even today with Sota not playing rogues. He still got Predator activated, but he's running the blade, so we'll see.
2 rogues, 2 berserkers, 2 predators. Pretty strong.
Just wait, this is going to somehow pivot into rogues. It's Sota. It's going to happen.
And something funny just happened, or weird, maybe. Alnerd, with a win streak, just lost versus last place Hoshi. So this might have been a lose-lose for both sides, where both of them lost their win and lose streak at the same time. I'm not sure if Hoshi really wanted to stop it right there already.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I mean, Hoshi did get that Arcos activating Aegis. That's a pretty big power spike early on, I would say. Aegis seems to give a good amount, especially if you have a good unit that can do some serious damage, like that Lynx, which he's probably amping up. I didn't see his positioning, but do we want to watch Hoshi for a second and see how that kind of plays out, or who do we want to watch?
Let's do it. We also got Jonakinho now in the bottom. Quickly look-see what his plan is.
Literally rinse and repeat then from last week then.
Yes,
Except that's a lot of bulwarks instead. Not as much. They have earth and water, but they don't have mud, which is just weird.
5 bulwarks versus rogues. I have to see this versus Sota. This is going to be an interesting fight here.
And I'm imagining he's bonding. He's going to have Granite, which is going to stop all that significant damage from those rogues.
Yeah.
Be a good play there. It goes with the TNT to stop things in its tracks. There's a little bit, but of course the Gorilla does not care what your front line looks like. It'll dive into the back line anyway. But so far so good here for the Rogues as they're able to tear through at least 1-2 of these tanks. Now they finally have the opportunity to swarm on through. Granted, this spread out damage, this reflective damage coming on through is setting things up beautifully here for Jonakinho's TNT. As long as it can survive just a little bit longer, it gets one more pop shot off and it's able to take Sota down.
You know, we could still see a Mud come out of this if he decided to stick Mud. He could bond with an Alfie later, getting a interesting, Invoker Mud Harbinger. But I don't think we'll see that. We'll see what happens. But
you mean from Sota?
No, from Jonakinho.
Okay. Yeah, Sota is one gorilla off for hitting the stage. Oh, there it is.
Oh, jeez.
Exalted gorilla.
Yep. Just got it.
And Chukundi already as well. So early rolls here coming out from Sota as well, securing him the stage 3 predators. Interesting.
Yeah, dude. On round 11, always an interesting round. This feels a little bit early, well before anyone else is probably doing their rolls. Another interesting thing, his competition Alnerd is at level 6.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm watching the gorilla here because I like to see the world burn just as he does, and it's gonna be an easy one for this Predator team, I believe. They're just marching through the backline Predators, bulwarks here. And yes, no problem here for Sota. I'm just gonna declare him King of the Hill because I know he's gonna win the next 3 games. Let's go down to the bottom again. And see how...
Yeah, finding that power spike's pretty ridiculous for this early game, that's for sure.
Yeah. Definitely a good start to the best of 3 series. He knows he needs to just, have consistently good positions here in this best of 3 series. He doesn't need to necessarily win. Just push your advantage. Play the tempo. All right. Hoshi here on a win streak. Let's check him out. Interesting team.
Yeah, a little bit bunker-esque there. Got the Archos kind of holding center, but also has that app on. Normally, we're used to seeing that app on kind of near the front, but opting to maybe split. Are we going to look to switch things up? Of course, this is just the NPC round, but setting themselves up nicely for likely their late game positioning here. Get a good little angle here. That app on going to be buffing the Archos, the Ranger, as well as Little Fury in the back. That little bit of extra bonus damage from that damage amplification. And we'll have to see if the front line can hold on long enough and stay within range of the Archos. That's one of the things I personally don't like as someone who plays a lot of bunker myself. If you rely on going to the back, you have the opportunity where your bulwarks might run away from your Archos so they don't get healed. And it's a little bit of a tough time in those instances.
Yeah. Specifically in this case, we've got that Alfie, which will be sniping through that full pack, and the bulwarks would walk forward. So they're not getting healed, and that laser is hitting your major units. We'll see how he adjusts his bunker. Doesn't seem like he's going to be changing it too much. Keep that Arcos pretty far back. Personally, would say you need to push those bulwarks out, slide them to the right, separate that damage. Oh, the Alfie's out. He's got a Fernite in and a Furiox. This is not going to look good for Hoshi. I think that's going to be a significant amount of damage here.
Yes, Hoshi looks just like the small version of Jonakinyo's team here. Jonakinyo invested a lot of money himself. He got the Fernite, he got the Furiox, he got the TNT in the back line. So as long as the front line is holding up here for the red side, and it seems to be looking very good. Everybody's also hyperactive. So Hoshi is going to get stumped here.
And it's also that the Axon is in there too. You got activating Harbinger as well on the Ranger. And those are the two tankiest units, and they're not even being touched yet. So good luck trying to chew through those two units.
Yep, 5 Bulwarks, 2 Harbingers. Insane team coming out here for Jonakinyo. He wants to stop the bleed at 58 health, and he's going to do that.
That is a very powerful and honestly quite cheap mid-game team here. That could be a very affordable, setup into the late game. Once he gets that Scarabok to the line, he's going to have 3 Granite as well. That is going to be looking quite well. Getting Magma online a little bit later.
So when you say cheap, I see 3 stage 2 tier 4 units.
Not cheap. I guess there's no stage 3s, but it looks very, very secure.
Yeah, the Atipo and there's a bunch of tier 1s and the tier 0s, so I guess he is in the middle of it all. It doesn't look as bad.
I mean, what he has in terms of alluvials, he's kind of making up for with the lack of augments. A lot of components really spread out across the board. Meanwhile, going up against Ole's Detective Alan. Let's see if they can hold the line here. Let this Furiox just run free. Get that boost from the Fernite and let it go. But that Arctase is going to dive on through. A little carpet bomb across the front line. But if anything, it's now sitting in the magma, and it's going to end up whittling away. And so far, so good. Once again, here for Jonakinyo. Granted, look for that Mammoth. If it gets a good shunt off, it's going to go directly into everybody. Fleesh even trying to get into the action with a laser safely from the outside of the magma. But now there's just too many alluvials on the board here for Jonakinyo, eventually taking care of the Mammoth, taking care of the Fleesh, and taking care of Detective Alan.
Singe.
That is very interesting to see so many energy augments not being combined. He's looking for a shield to combine with the energy, because he had the attack augments as well that he could have bonded if he was trying to go for a hybrid. So he's trying to go, what is that, fusion or support? Is it support? I think it's support, maybe. I wonder
if they want fusion, in theory, you can get like Power Diverter, or it used to be called Power Diverter, and let that Scoriox go nuts every time it Omegas.
Exactly. I'm really curious, what is he looking for? Is it... I need to look at his augments, his drone augments. What is his goal with this comp? Should be something really interesting he's building here. Mitigation, lightning speed. I'm really not sure.
DickKings.eth is in the chat on Twitter. Hey Rich, how we doing? We're missing you. I hope everything is all right. And this is the finals, the semifinals. Grand finals are going to be tomorrow, because he was asking.
Nice.
For anyone who doesn't know, Rich is our community manager, and he just got a baby. So yeah, big congratulations from our side.
Yes, congrats.
And
So we're looking at here, that Scorex did end up getting its all full augmentized, and it is starting to ramp up. Attack speed's already at 140, 150. It's cranking through. Ferknight quickly stunning out that Ador. This team is dominating. Alnerd about to drop below 51. And his team's not terrible. He's got 6 fighters with an Ador, but it is no chance against Giannichino's all-around comp here. Very tanky and a solid damage dealer. fiercest did a good amount, but actually it's the Singe that did the most damage. 4,500 damage with the Singe.
Wow.
Again, so much more too than the fiercest. Just the instant damage coming out of the spin. Dominating here. And yeah, I guess we have our second King of the Hill, Giannichino. Let's go back to the bottom and start it again.
So we got DTV Align. I don't know how we pronounce. How do you guys pronounce that name?
Detective Alan.
Hey, okay, Detective Alan. All right.
I only know that thanks to the other community tournaments with the Dreamers stuff, because in those areas, Detective Alan is an absolute force to be reckoned with. Multi-time Dreamers Esports tournament winner. And we're going to have to see how they end up doing it, holding up against a bunch of these rogues. Granted, a lot of these rogues are pretty low stage, not completely fully evolved. And we can see that with how quickly they are melting. At the same time, though, nice little Rampy and Mike are going to slow things down and start chunking away at some of these. But at the same time, Detective LNA has one for themselves. But wow, all of this is happening. The little Stabin is not minding this at all. 1v3, Arctace, do you have the carpet bomb to get the job done? Ooh. So close, but not quite. Get flossed on as the Penguin and the Ranger finish you off.
Oh, that battle was so close, and I was like, there's no way Noctaplan's going to win this. But then he got his second win, 3, that stage 3 augment, giving 40% of their HP back. All of those rogues back up to full HP, and then those Rampy Bomb took out a large portion and gave Stabin a lot of time to ramp up. But really, that Ranger weapon is still just disgusting. It does a significant amount of damage, 7k damage, and then it also, on top of that, did a whole bunch of healing, sustaining through the fight, and just being a pest in that backline.
That's something I've been seeing a lot more often, actually, with the grass rogue weapon, what I've been kind of calling the Fury Rogue, where they have like rogue style, but it does have sustain with Verdant. You eventually switch out that Groko for a Gnarl, and just have that be the lone tank while everything else messes up the backline, and it makes it so close, so devastating. As we see here with this replay, it looks so good for Green off the start, but then the red side just slowly started tearing in. But again, that Arctace making it look so close.
Yeah, and a good rogue player will leave that Ranger all alone on one side, especially with a Furiox, so then that Furiox isn't getting the AoE damage, and the rest of the rogues can slowly chip at the rest of the team. It really is. That Ranger is disgusting. Yeah, I'd love to see that weapon, though.
Alrighty, I'm still stuck on Detective L-Line. Let's give him one more chance here, because he's down to 25 health, so he cannot take much more. I would assume he would be pushing all of his money in now, looking for that Scoriox, looking for that ramp fight, and maybe even for a Monarch. But yeah, it seems like he stopped rolling, no more units coming into the bench, and he seems pretty satisfied.
Did he have Inferno last time?
No, he didn't. He actually went with Harbinger last time. So this time, I think because he wants to out-sustain this enemy, he's going for the Inferno.
All right, that's going to be an interesting fight. Drake here in the top left is going to jump down, but is going to be met by the Ranger, so that's pretty good. Let's see if the aggro reset will actually help, but I think the Ranger is blocked in. So very lucky for him. The Furiox will stay safe. Up in the top right, the Ramfight dropped his first Omega. Doesn't do enough damage. There's a lot of sustain up there, and it seems like the Rake is finally down, so now the Furiox can go to work on the enemy red team's bulwarks right here. And he's gonna focus the Crank first, which blinds the Furiox. So nothing happening yet, and it seems like Detective Align is running out of time, running out of frontline units. And Hoshi here on the red side is just holding strong and slowly but surely gonna win this round here.
Yeah, and you can see that true damage going on Hoshi's team, but it's just not enough. That Ebb and that Arcos healing them up more than that pure damage was doing, showing that Inferno just isn't enough to matter at that point.
10 HP left. That is rough. His team doesn't look so bad, but it's maybe a little bit disconnected. I'm not sure what's the problem. Maybe he's just a little bit behind everyone. Now he found his Scoriox though.
But it is not looking good here. He's going against Alnerd. He's got 3 Templar, 2 double Berserkers. He's got Toxic, 3 Toxic. That Rye Plants is going to eat his team. Unless that Scoriox can be on that Rye Plants, he needs to make a decisive move right now to instantly target that Rye Plants, or it is game over. And we're not seeing it.
That's going to be rough. Sorry.
We do have the 3 Magma, though, now that the Ranger has bound to it, so go and try and do so. But even still, the only thing firing off the Magma is just that Seer all by itself, so the stacking effect is not going to come into effect until maybe it's too little, too late. The fighters have swarmed. They're onto the Scoriox, just one sting away from finishing that thing off, and there it goes. The 4-on-2, Arctace from the distance trying to make this happen, but it's not going to be enough to keep Detective Alané in this game, and they will be our first elimination here in this semifinal game 1.
You were absolutely right. The right plans chewed through, and there was no chance for Detective here. Maybe he's going to be on the case in the next game. He's not out yet. There's a best of 3, and if he performs well in the other 2 games, he still has a good chance in coming into the grand finals tomorrow.
Yeah, and he was competing for these units that were, if we're looking at Wolverine here, or it's the same person. Who is this? Yeah, it's Wolverine. No, it's Not Complain. Not Complain was fighting over that Monarch as well, these aces. He's only 1 away from getting Monarch. He's already got a Ram fight in there, activating. Oh, no, actually, he's not even that close, as you were. He does not have a Arctace on the board, so he's only at 5.
Yeah, we're already
going
invested
against it, but he did get the slash in online. He's got Vanguard and Verdant on the Ranger. We're going to see this slash-in going wild this match.
Let's follow the slash-in and the ram fight here in the backline, being greeted by the Crunk, which will, as soon as it casts, blind those 2 units, so it's gonna get a little bit more time out. Here comes the ram fight, Omega, doing a lot of damage, and it seems like green is just melting the backline right now. Adorator goes down, TNT goes down, and there comes one more ram fight, Omega, to seal the deal, and it seems like that's gonna be enough for Wolverine right here. Versus, oh no, that was Not Complain, knocking down Wolverine to 18 HP, now being on the bubble.
Like, I get some people don't necessarily like bunker compositions, but when you have units like these, they're just so fantastic at tearing on through. Like, that slash and didn't get touched, it felt like, that entire time. From tank line to the damage, it just shredded everything alongside the rest of its team. Look at that, almost 15k. The double chronofluxes on this thing is going to make it attack so fast. Even post nerf, it is still going to be an absolute menace, and just wrecking your bunkers. That with the ram fight, it was a beautiful play.
Yeah, and if we go back to Wolverine, it just didn't have the Mystic, but he just got the Geyser online. He's trying to roll. He's not going to be able to get the Adore, so he's not going to have 4 Mystic, but he does have 3 now. Trying to go the 4 Mystic. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to be enough against Sota, who already has 2 Mud online. With a giant Cardilox in the front line, he's going to be getting hyper out of that Ranger. That Ranger is going to be doing a significant amount of damage. Well, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, possible elimination here if Wolverine does not at least get somewhat even here, but a nice little stun from the Apon. It slows down the Gorilla. Is going to get out in time, barely. No, it actually does end up getting taken down quite quickly, so one of the big carries on the red side has been taken off the board, but now they're kind of stuck on that Goliath. A nice stun right across the front line, and a beautiful play here for Wolverine to get enough sustain, enough help here with these empaths so that everybody else could go absolutely nuts. This is where the corner composition goes well. Beautifully done.
Yeah, that Geyser, 7 Earth, very tanky team, able to hold off. The 3 Granite as well, bought so much time. That Ranger just did no damage for like the first, I don't even know how long, but yeah, only 6k damage on the enemy team. Good hold from Wolverine. Let's see if he can turn it back. If he gets that Adorius online, 4 Mystic is a win condition that he can take all the way through.
All right, I want to have a look at that replay because I thought it was just beautiful what happened in that round. And let's have a quick look because maybe it was just chance, maybe it was good positioning, but the Chukundi jumps in and actually focus in the bottom, focus at the Gazier. And the Gazier is so tanky, it doesn't even face him, it just gets a lot of mana. So there's one of the main carries just stuck on the big Mystic unit, never doing anything. And I think that was key here for the success. But just overall, really overpowered here.
Well, that's a lot of Omega Power augments onto the Geyser as well. So, like, normally you wouldn't do that because you're trying to amplify something else's damage, but by amplifying your healing, that on top of your empath shields, on top of the Mystic buff, yeah, that's a tough thing to kill. That entire team becomes so tanky.
And go ahead, you call it.
Yeah, I wanted to give a little fun fact that Geyser is actually the only unit in the game that uses all 6 stats to its fullest. Because even movement speed, it doesn't like to move or to attack, but all the stats that it doesn't use, it is using as Omega Power. So we can see it right here. It doesn't chooses not to attack or move. If he would, everybody would bow down and die. But he converts all of this to attack damage, all this attack damage, attack speed, and movement speed into Omega Power. So yeah, your Leviathan Geysers, they want to be 6 out of 6. Perfect stats.
I did not realize that was a thing. Yeah, that makes a sense why Leviathan players still want all 6 out of 6 then. My goodness.
Oof, that's going to be a big fight here, huh? Hoshi versus Wolverine. Yeah. Oh my god.
One of them may be knocked out here.
Yep, we got Hoshi on the Umber here and the Gnarl. So it seems like Hoshi has found a lot of his power spikes. Gnarl is kind of stuck on the Adoredo. The Umber is stuck on the Adoredo. Here comes the first cast though. Almost taking it down. Was able to heal back up, but there it goes. Umber chews through his first enemy. And yeah, this is looking tough here for the green side. Like, this Umber is a beast. And this is surely gonna end very bad for green. And it might even do 18 damage.
Oh my gosh. And it's just the steam. Every 6 seconds, it's getting stronger and stronger. And oh my gosh, it just deleted 2 more units. 20k damage as it just finishes off the end of the team. And there goes Wolverine in 7th place. Oh, this Umber is going to be something to watch. Will Hoshi bring it all the way back? He's got Steam activated with Mystic. He's got 2 Mystic. Now that all those Mystic units are gone, he might even get a Geyser, getting 3 Mystic in here. And if he can get... that'd be such an interesting comp. Just full tank empaths plus an Umber. That's all you need. The dog can take out everything on his own.
Yes, sir. I wanted to quickly check out
possible
the
scare
replay.
here. Possible scare here for the Phantom Squad. Malnerd, I believe, is on the bubble very soon as well. But again, that Umber was just absolutely ridiculous. Just let that thing go off by itself.
Yeah, let's watch one more time. Hoshi here versus Not Complain versus the leader. He's also on the bubble, and it's going to be tough. He's going up versus that Slashing with the double attack speed. Stacking attack speed. So that's going to be rough. Units to look out for here. This Ram fight with the big cast going into a lot of shields though. Can they heal back up, or is it going to be enough to take down the red side's corner composition? It seems like it almost will be, but the Umber is still alive. So let's see how that turns out right here.
It basically going to be up to the Penguin and this Umber. The Umber's extremely low. Look for the shields, though. And oh my goodness. Once again, actually, I think it was the Quinks in the back line slowing things down with that big old charm. Might have just saved the Penguin's bacon.
Oh, Alnerd also getting knocked out, giving Soda free reign with the Rye Plants is back in the pile or in the pool.
Oh my god.
I think we lost Hoshi as well.
He got knocked out with a Riplans and a Chotun. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm sad now we didn't watch him. Wow. That is crazy. Who did he go up against?
Oh my gosh, everyone's going. Everyone's so low actually. Wow, we're not even seeing all this. Who are we gonna watch?
Another bubble fight here. Hoenir versus Jonakinho. So that's going to be crazy here. We haven't even seen these compositions yet. There is a full air comp going up versus this corner composition with the Magma, with the Blotto, with the Scoriox. But the backline is taking so much damage from these Ranger casts. It seems like also from the Mammoth throwing in units after another. Here comes another Vermilia cast. If he gets lucky, he gets it off. There it is, doing a lot of damage.
Boom.
Not enough yet to take down the Scoriox. There it falls. And that might be enough because red side has all the damage stealers still there in the backline, but green side only have their tanks left. So surely, slowly, and definitely green is gonna lose here, and Jonakinho is out. in 4th
Nope.
position. Behind Sota.
Soda's also.
And there goes
Oh,
Soda.
he takes it. He takes. Soda takes 3rd. Johnny Keto takes 4th. Oh my gosh, what a crazy match there. Oh, wow. These are all crazy good comps.
Back to back. Hey, this feels like Crimson Waste or something. There's a lot.
It really does.
Everybody gets knocked out. Oof.
And Not Complain sitting pretty, though. 75 health still. That's so much wiggle room. Still has a damn Doka on the field. This exalted Doka helping lead the charge with the Goliath.
Yes, sir. And we're going to see it. 7 Earth going up versus the Rogues. Let's see if it's going to be enough here. Granite, Tempest, Air, everything.
It's the 3 Enchanters, I think, is what's really interesting. Go to breakdown, though.
It's going to be a very, very tanky squad to have to try and get through, but the Penguin is going to try and make up for it with all the damage in the world. Second Wind going to top it right back off. Takes care of the Gazatep as it goes down right in the middle. The Monarch is in the side there trying to deal with that Apon, trying to deal with the Ranger, while everybody else just shreds the TNT. Ponier had a fantastic run, but that was a dominating win coming out here from the green side, and that is going to be the victory.
Wow, slashing for the win. It seems like a flashback to the Leviathan tournament. The Penguins still dominating with the right augments. And yeah, that was crazy with the Malura, with the Monarch. So we definitely have a strong team here from Not Complain, taking the first game here in the semifinals. This is a best of 3, remember? So there's 2 more chances for all of these players. And we're gonna now go to the second lobby. And gonna watch the second game with the other players where we have some of our favorites of the tournament.
I really wonder if that would have been different if that slashing didn't have Clumsy. If he couldn't apply that Clumsy, I think it would have just missed, and then that huge damage output would have been reduced. More Enchanter shields would have been able to buff up the team, keeping it alive. I don't know. That was a very interesting comp and competitive play there. Love to see.
That's a funny thing too. Like, nobody had a bad comp. It felt like everyone had a game plan. For the most part, everybody was getting their game plan. Maybe not as well fleshed out with contests and whatnot, but like everyone was doing a fantastic job. Just wow, it seemed like everybody just dropped so quickly in the end there. That was nuts.
Yep.
I'm looking at the cost of both of these comps, and Honier was also level 9. And it's so interesting to see him not be able to hold out at all. Not Complain. Controlled that game. 75 HP win. Well done, sir.
Yeah, I feel bad because I feel like we were kind of quiet with Not Complain, but yeah, they just had absolute full control. Everybody else was falling. They were still in the 70s. Like, beautifully done.
Yeah, it really felt like a Crimson Waste map. Like, we really got fast to the first people getting knocked out, so we were following along the bubbles, and then it was 4 more rounds, 4 people out, and we were done. It was really a fast one. Crazy to see, but really.
And if anybody doubted the Penguin, it's still a threat. You need a corner comp shredder, that plus a ram fight, and you are golden. Because that ram fight too, I think it had 2 Omega power augments on it, just burst whatever it was next to.
Well, and if you think about it from an economy standpoint, from the beginning, you're starting level 3. So that's already like 3 or 4 rounds of just gaining income. And then you're also gaining 10 mastery points at the start. So that is just leading to a faster game. You have a whole bunch more units on there, a lot more damage is coming out, and it does make it a little bit shorter of a game. I think it was around 24 or 25. That was pretty quick.
Yes, sir. Players are getting ready for the second game. We're gonna watch the other lobby, which is gonna be quite crazy. And until then, we have a little trivia here.
Whose foot is it?
Whose foot is it? All you viewers can participate. Please let us know in the chat whose foot is this. And if you are the first to do that, you get 5 ILV. Maybe there is different delays on YouTube and Twitch, so choose your favorite platform, the one you think is the fastest. But yeah, so far I don't see any answers yet, and we have a 10-second delay, so the answers will flood in very soon. We got Has with Atlas. Then we got Elfie. That's a little bit closer to the money. Atlas is quite far. Well, they're both water. How about you guys? Then we have Dualev, and then we have Sinalv. What do you guys think?
My mind was going towards Alfie's line. Yeah, because it was the closest thing we had to like something crab-esque.
I'm thinking it's like Bach or one of the drones that you just managed to sneak onto the board. Like
that'd be so troll.
That's a good one. I'll remember that for the future. But we have our winner here. It is Sinalf, the first person to say it was Jangzer. Yes, sir.
There we go.
Congratulations, Jangzer. That is 5 LV going to you. Please send me a DM in Discord. We're going to get you settled and it's going to arrive in your rewards tab automatically on the homepage.
Like I'm looking at my Team Liquid drone right now. That is literally, it's got the blue little pointed edge. I was like, did he really pick a drone? Oh, shit.
That would be funny.
That would be so troll. I'd love that.
Yeah, we have another one of these trivias with another 5 LV going to the viewers coming up after the next game. For now, we are ready to go into game number 2. The players are still loading in. So let's check out some.
Do we have the current standings? Oh man, you read my mind.
We should have them. I don't know if they're updated yet. I still have the quarterfinals here. Let me quickly refresh this. There we go. Semifinals.
Okay, so Lynx PQP leading the charge here alongside Web3 Gaming is essentially no surprise, at least to me personally, with Nariba right there. But oh my gosh, that's a lot of killers in the bottom 5 right now, or even, well, just 4 and below. This entire lobby is full of killers. But with I'm Fishy being down there, Fox Spirit being down there, and Maru's past grand finalist as well being down there, that's incredible, and you still can't sleep on Stygian or Drudo.
Lobby 2 looks a lot more nasty. If I were to choose a lobby, I want lobby 1. All right, like, oh my
not fair.
God.
I agree. It's all good players around in all of these lobbies, but definitely lobby number 2 looks like the death lobby. And I'm really excited to see what's going on in there. We got Lynx, we got Web3 Gaming, our reigning champion at the moment in the IPL League and in the Leviathan tournament. So double dipping here. Oh no, wait, Furies. Furies won the Leviathan, not Web3 Gaming. I think Web3 went second. Yeah, Nareva. Right. All of these players have won a lot of tournaments. Drudu, I haven't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
There were rounds, but they've always like petered out in like the quarters or in the semis. So if they were able to qualify into tomorrow, I think that'd be a first for them.
Imagine your first grand finals and it's going to be in the IPL 1000 with $20,000 on the line. I would be sweating.
Imagine if you won it. Imagine he wins it, baby. Let's
You shouldn't imagine that because you're going to be sweating even more if you're already counting your dollars.
You got
100%.
to. You got to. Oh.
I know personally, even when I was playing the sit and go yesterday, when I wasn't thinking about it, I was just playing ranked and it happened to be at the sit and go. Like, okay, I'm winning a game. Then I think to myself, wait, are you saying there's a chance that I threw it away from there? It was done. I mental shattered, broken, done.
Yeah, it goes fast. We have here OX Manuel saying Drudo is from the LMBR guild. Their guild, Brazilian guild coming in, a new one. I haven't seen that one before.
So, I was curious. Yeah, Lombra Jr.
Yes. We'll see. We'll see what that means in the full spelling. Lombrager on Twitch. I'm saying that so awfully wrong, but yeah, all the best of luck to him and all the other people that are not hype. As always, I'm looking forward to well, it is with a reason, right? Because usually there's 7 hype people in the finals and I'm always feeling bad for that one person who is like 1 versus 7. So I like to have a healthy mix, right? Like 5 different guilds. I love everyone in the hype guild. Great players, great people. But I just want competition, not monopoly.
That's a very nice way of saying skill issue. Like, get up there.
Yes, sir. And we do have a healthy mix. I just want to go over all the guilds that we see here in the semifinals. We got Hype, LMBR, we got Hype, Sura, Atlas, Phantom, we got Hype, we got Ola, we got Lynx. So he's from Brazil. I don't know who is going to onboard him and how much they have to pay him, but he's still guildless, it seems like. We got another Hype, another Ola, another LMBR, Hype, Atlas here also, the Russian guild with Fox Spirit. And then Hype and Maru also still guildless or chosen to not join one yet.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but Ola is also Portuguese and Spanish, right?
Ola is Portuguese, yes, or Brazilian. I'm not sure. Maybe Portuguese.
Yeah, Changser, let us know. But Changser had a funny thing. He's like, I've lost all my games, but at least I won the trivia, baby. Hey, there you go. That's why you watched it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you
take the W when you can. And hey, at least I can't contest you on this one. I don't know what it is. Poor Changser. I always contest them on accident. I promise I don't single them out, but I always contest them. I don't know why.
Alrighty, match number 2 is ready. Do you guys have the code already? Oh yeah,
see it.
Quant sent it. On that note, big shout out to the backend team. Quant's our main admin, with Erika, our main backend admin, and also Tholki, our main moderator, and also helping the admins and doing whatever is needed. You guys are great. You're killing it. Thank you so much. All right. Another shout out, by the way, to Immutable X. They have chosen to sponsor and present today's IPL 1000, the IPL 1000 Illuvium Immutable Masters tournament here. Really cool.
I mean, is like coming into crypto, IMX was the chain. I was like, that's the gaming chain. And ever since then, I have thought that they've had some of the best games on that use blockchain technology. And I'm excited to see that they're still pushing. And obviously with Illuvium, it's a key infrastructure for them.
Yes, sir. Gasless transactions. That's what I was really hyped about when we came to IMX. And yeah, it has been good. It has been really good service, really good servers. And yeah, W chain for sure.
All right, so we're in. We got the Taiga Boreal. So drone augments can be rerolled one more time. We won't be able to see that, but maybe what we'll spend a little bit more time focusing on is what the drone augments are for each team. I'll try to make sure we point out anything interesting there. But
he dodged the last auto hit.
Oh, how much health does he have? 61. Oh my gosh, what a close fight there.
I love those.
That's actually ridiculous.
Moments.
I did not expect something so close so soon, but nice little dodge there from the Doka.
Yes, sir.
You guys are both probably like, I want to talk about this, and I'm just talking about drone augments. Sorry, everyone.
Normally this is the calm portion where we're just doing introductions and whatnot. We're not used to seeing like a literal below 100 health on both alluvials kind of fight this early.
And those are, I love the first 2 rounds versus real players. Like when I play myself, this is my... I usually push for level 4 and usually try to go on a win streak. And I usually pull it off and it feels so good. So those moments, I feel them. They decide a lot early on already how your economy will go. And yeah, in this fight, we see the Lynx being focused, which is going to be really bad for Drudel right here. And he's going to lose his 100 HP. Web3 Gaming is going to stay on it.
Well, in Web3 used his synergy box, and Drodo didn't. He got Web3 got in there bulwark augment, getting 3 bulwark online, making it definitely a lot more tanky against this team. We do have weapons online if you want to do the breakdown of those.
Sure. We do have them online, and I'm gonna start from the bottom here with Maru, the fire bulwark weapon, and then we have Steigen here with also the fire bulwark weapon. Then we have the very much contested Sylphid Blade here, Water Fighter. We got the Firefighter Boomerang coming out from Drudo. We got Nareba on the Nature Rogue Dagger. Web3 Gaming on the Staff Fire Empath. Lynx coming in with Earth Scion Weapon. And then Fox Spirit with everyone's favorite Ripple Flail Water Bulwark.
Love that thing.
Yes, sir. Me too.
It's going to be really interesting seeing where all this goes with those extra augmentation. I'm already, seeing Web3. I think he's going to be uncontested doing his Scoriox build early on, going that Mystic route. We'll see where that goes, or if he just builds that big tank with a Scoriox. No one else has a Mystic weapon, so he can get all that going pretty easily, I imagine. Will be interesting to see what Fox Spirit does with his Ripple Flail. He actually has 2 Water Grokkos too. That'll be really interesting. He's 1 away from getting an Exalted Water Grokko. He might be going deep into the water. Would be interesting to see.
Yes, sir. Web3 Gaming, the only one still left on 100 HP. So that is very dangerous because, as you said, his favorite composition by far is the Magma Scoriox build. And this looks like a straight road towards the Scoriox with the economy that he's going to be able to build up with this win streak. But yeah, while I'm here sitting and talking and chinksing him, he's losing to Nareba. And everybody's going to be very happy about that.
Nareba almost...
Rogues work for them.
Yeah, Nareba's at 7 Rogues, 2 Revenant already. That's a very fast power spike for him.
Holy smokes.
Oof.
And with all those Rogues, we might see a back-to-back of Rogues taking the victory here, unless these players can already plan for those Rogues coming in. I feel like if you see a strong Rogue comp, you can prepare for it. You have to, build certain comps or get certain augments that'll give you that little extra sustainability against them. But we're going to see how this plays out.
Got to give a shout out to that jump scare app on with the Rogue imprint on it. Just surprise, stun.
Yep. Sometimes I like to take a Rogue emblem just to have this option in my backhand of sending like a bulwark into the backline, even if I'm not playing Rogues. I think it's a great tool.
There's a lot of skill that you can throw in with that. A lot of little jukes. And then a lot of times you'll take the Rogue imprint off for a second. They think that you're totally fine. You could put like one of your carries in the back corner so that it's obvious that it's right there, and then they're going to try and jump all the Rogues to you, but then you just pop your like Furiox to the other side. That's always entertaining to do as well.
Snaky.
Sneaky.
All right. What are we looking at? Fox Spirit on the waters, not really going deep into anything yet, saving up a lot of economy. Everyone has still very, very cheap decks. We got Drudo here with the Relentless Lynx, which is a huge find. Usually a very good early game carry if you can find it.
Full send stage 3, let's go.
Yes, we got I'm a Fishy contesting him, also with the Relentless Lynx already. Let's actually go down to the bottom, start our King of the Hill minigame here with I'm a Fishy versus Web3 Gaming. Let's see if he can take them down this time.
It looks like it's just going to be an absolute slugfest here. Lots of fighters on both sides, but all eyes are going to be on that Lynx on the side of I'm a Fishy. He currently tore through one of those... one of the tanks going into the next one. Meanwhile, all the augments here on the side of Web3 are all onto that Doka, which is actually doing a fantastic job so far, and they have turned onto the Lynx. Sure, the Lynx is going to be able to finish off one, but that's still a full health Doka, and that's going to be Web3 taking this one.
Wow. I mean, it had more augments, but same performance here almost from the 2 main carries.
Yeah.
Did you expect
and what's really... What I was thinking was he needs to use those Relentless Lynxes as part of the tanking also, because they heal every time they use an Omega. They heal 20% of the damage dealt, so you actually want to use it as like an off tank. And in that case, he led with his Greater Air Doka, which took all the damage, and his Chuko, who didn't even get his cast off. And so that led to just 2 of his units instantly dying, really not giving any help at all.
That's a really good point.
Still, same I'm not going to say terrible position, but it could definitely be improved.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of an oversight. Thanks for pointing that out. We have the specialists on the desk, ladies and gentlemen. And we have seen how fast this Doka died, and now we can see it here. Lynx versus Lynx versus Lynx. Lynx will win, that's for sure. And Amafishy takes down Drudo. So we're going to follow him along a little bit longer.
But when you have 2 lynxes, it's better than 1 lynx. That does that's a lot of meat and a lot of paws scratching at you, you know? So
yeah,
good luck.
With 5 fighters, 2 rogues, that's so much damage. And on the other side, we already have Templars and just 4 fighters.
Yeah, fighters seeming popular so far in this one, at least of our last 2-3 battles.
Ooh, there it is.
Oh, hello, beautiful.
Hello, Winstreak.
It's a relief, especially when you're at the bottom. You're fighting the other person at the bottom. You know you're both rolling for those last couple of units. You have to hit, and if you don't, it's just game over.
Swap the side.
Yeah. Now we'll get to see just how much this thing shreds. Even its auto attacks are brutal, but look at how much it chunked off of 1 Omega swing. Bam, right through the Doka, no problem. This Archos is just going to be a snack. The Chuko's even here for a little bit of backup, going to help take it down. Poor baby Lynx, you are not going to be long for this world. Clawed down, and then 1, 2 more swings, and there goes everybody else.
You.
Easy day.
All right. First King of the Hill, I'm a fishy right here. Let's move on to someone else. There is no way someone is beating him right now. Well, there is
the worst feeling ever is if you do land that stage 3 Lynx and you still manage to lose. That hurts. But it looks like right now I'm a fishy is on a absolute tear.
Yep.
He did get Berserker online too. Yeah. Are we going to Stegen next or?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So Stegen looking at a nice little 4 bulwark. He needs to get a 5th one in there to really give him the benefits of all those bulwarks. He's going against Web3 Gaming, who does have a nice 3 bulwark and not much else, honestly. Web3 is not looking too strong, but neither is Stegen. I wonder who's going to win this one. This is not looking great.
Coming from this stage 3 Lynx, I'm kind of disappointed at this board, man. It's looking tough here. But yeah, we're gonna see what that Doka got for us. It's gonna be a slow fight. Bulwarks versus Bulwarks. And in the backline, we got the Fern versus the TNT as the backline carry. But it looks like already out of the gate, Green is definitely dominating here. Let's check out the damage.
Lynx.
Yeah, it's the Lynx. 2 augments, way outperforming the Doka with 3 augments. That's it.
The TNT finding so many final shots there to just let everybody else just collapse. Sure, bulwarks don't necessarily do that much damage, but when there's 5 of them hitting you, I think it kind of makes up for it.
Look at this happy little snail. Sorry.
Who could be bad at that face?
I mean, I'm just looking at Web3 game. He doesn't have any stage 2 alluvials other than that Doka and a water Graco. He is pure economy right now. It would surprise me if he's not already at 70. He's already level 6 too. He's just pushing levels, get up to that Scoriox, get up to the units that fit around his Mystic team, and we'll see what he ends up doing there.
Anyone needs a new screensaver? It's right here, man. Look at those graphics, man.
Ooh, look at that sun through the arms of the twine. That looks great.
We're getting cinematic today with it in the early game here. We don't know what the hell's going on, so let's go a little bit up. Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. I love zooming into when I'm spectating.
Quick little update for everybody from Lobby 1, just showing the life totals right now. Currently, Alner is leading the lobby alongside Detective Alane and Soda. Then Hoshi, Not Complain, Honir, Jonakino, and Wolverine wrapping up the field. Alner still on a perfect game. Wolverine is the lowest at 70.
No, that's cool. Are you watching that while you're doing this? That's good. I wish I had 2 monitors and I could do both. I'm jealous.
That's pretty good indeed. Thank you for that update. So we have M.Fröhlich in the YouTube chat, and he's asking, is this like TFT? Caveman, what would you say?
Oh, it is. It has a lot of similarities. The general gameplay is very similar. As you can see, the graphics, I would personally say, are well above TFT's. The positioning, you can see how fine we get into detail, and then you'll be able to see these the movement, the visual effects, the strategy, I would say, is comparable. But I don't know. That if you had to ask me, I would say this looks better in many of the regards.
Yep, we heard a lot of feedback from the TFT pros coming into Illuvium as well, that they liked the game, for example, for the addition of the Ranger. So everybody has a Ranger on the board, and you can bond your Illuvials with that Ranger, making your Ranger even stronger, fitting into the team, often being the main carry, and making the game very dynamic. And there is many other things that may seem small but have a huge impact. For example, you can anytime switch your augments, your items, to other units. So that makes it also very dynamic. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in Illuvium, but yeah, definitely it is similar to TFT. It is an auto battler, but I would say just better.
And that's just the main ranked game mode with the Arena Gauntlet. That's not even touching on everything else that is a part of the Illuvium ecosystem. So it's definitely something I'd love to see it check out if you have the opportunity.
Yes, sir. We got the Overworld, which is currently being completely reworked into an MMO light experience, so a more multiplayer experience. Right now, the Overworld is something like Pokemon Arceus should have been. You run around in an open world, capture Illuvials, those monsters. So yeah, for me personally, why I got hooked to Illuvium is simply to the fact that it combines TFT with Pokemon, which is just two of my favorite genres.
Absolutely does. Makes sense, and same idea there for myself as well. As we get into ourselves another fight here, two of our players just barely below 70 in this instance. Maru trying to hang on here, but we already have steamed up a Rake in the back line right onto the healers. That Archos is a little tanky, but this Rake is making it look rather squishy. One more Omega is going to finish off both that and the little Fern at the same time. The green squad might be on fire, but it's more so because they're killing everything, not due to the wildfire that's actually on their Illuvials, getting the job done nicely.
Yes, sir. Ray coming out with 10,000 damage here in the early
Almost
stages.
10k already, damn.
Yep, that's a strong start here from Steigen. And yeah, it is looking good. I'm a Fishy actually didn't stay on the win streak, but he found a Gorilla now. How about our other players? We got Nareba in the top. Has already a Penguin, 7 Rogues, 2 Revenants. So he's going to look for that slash-in, I guess, as his win condition. We got Lynx right here with a classic Bulwark team with the Furiox carry. 4 Scions, actually, it looks like. So a bunch of Scion chips there. 1 Scion. The Ranger being Scion, yes. We got Fox Spirit on the Bulwarks with Aegis and Toxic. Interesting to see. What is Fox Spirit's carry right here? Oh, it's the Riptorus. That's it.
Ranger, I think, actually. And it looks like, yeah, he's going for 4 Harbinger. He just threw in the Matu. Imagine that's what he's going to end up going for. Just nasty Ranger.
Nasty Ranger with
Harbingers.
Harbingers.
To try and supercharge that thing.
Yep. So the Arcos here and the Ranger both have Aegis. Buffing the Riplands. Riptorus, who is stunned a little bit by its own units, but finally arrives in the backline and it's going to chew through these units. But on the other side, we see the Furiox already taking down the Axon right here. Ranger is being unleashed, but he's also being targeted by this very strong backline. A lot of damage coming through. Ranger falling early as well. Riptorus finally being able to chew through the Scarabok on the other side, but that is not looking good for the green side for Fox Spirit right here. And the Furiox from Drudu is going to take down Fox Spirit here.
Positioning got Fox Spirit pretty bad there, I would say. Both the Ranger and the Riptorus just taking too long to get into good positions and then getting taken down pretty badly there.
Yeah, by the time it actually got the chance to truly get into the fight past the tanks, it was already being targeted by Furiox. Nothing you can do.
And now we're going into that Steam Rake. We'll be able to see he's fully stacked up. He's got 3 augments on now. We only saw him 2 last time. We'll see how this pops off.
Absolutely, the Mammoth's going to be right there to catch it. Once again, Fox Spirit going to try to supercharge that Riptorus with the Aegis. So far, it's going to actually end up being the Greater Monk here to try and deal with this Rake, but it's not going to end up winning that fight. In the front line, sure, they are. Fox Spirit is doing a pretty good job, but as of this moment, here comes the Rake. The damage dealers from both sides on the opposite ends. Good little shunt coming out here from the Mammoth to at least stun up the Rake for just a couple of moments. Can that Riptorus get into a point where it has a little extra cover to deal with this Rake? They've gotten basically everything else taken care of, with the exception of this Rake. There goes the Ranger. There is the Flood in the background still, or not the Flood, it's even just the Eve at this point. It is going to just delay, and is with the split targeting, it's going to make things a little bit difficult. Rake, can he get one more cast off? No, it will not. There's just too many bodies. The Riptorus here for Fox Spirit going to break the lose streak.
It does seem like Rake is just not scaling fast enough. He is scaling, but it's slow, and that Riptorus was able to chew through slow and steady, and just didn't give that Rake enough time to go through properly.
Cool to see. I didn't think it would turn out this way, but yeah, the Rake just not enough, just being the solo damage dealer compared to the Ranger and the Riptorus on the side of Fox Spirit. So I want to take one last look at Nareba here in the very top. Our many weeks leading ranked player in the Illuvium ranked arena. Thousands of hours put in since he has joined the game a few months ago. And he's currently on a win streak. And after this, we probably have to swap down to the bubble and see our first players fight to survive.
Well,
I'm surprised to see so many people... Sorry, guys. I'm surprised to see so many people still go for 7 Rogue with the 4 Revenant, because you're, if I recall correctly, you're stuck relying on needing a Revenant chip. And those are so much harder to get nowadays, right?
Well, and actually, that's why he's doing Vanguard, because Vanguard can actually do it, especially with so many players doing really tanky builds. The Vanguard does that max health damage, and that's what's actually making it viable again. And he's uncontested. Like there's no one going for it. He's got the Slash, he's got the Malura. He's in a great spot with the Verdant as well with the Twine. This may be a rinse and repeat there, but I do want to point out I'm a Fishy also managed to get 4 Mud. I just noticed that, so that's gonna be crazy. But let's go ahead and finish this fight with Nareba.
Oh, that is pretty nuts. I wanted to see how he does it because he didn't have his Slash and the Malura online, but now he just hit both of them because he has all the money in the world up there and nobody's contesting him. So it was very easy for him to already find his win conditions here. Double stacking attack speed also on the Slash in. So slip, slap, slash, and everything falls to his knees. Cuts down that tree as the last Illuvial standing, and Nareba is definitely gonna go into the top 4 with this build so early on into the game.
And we've seen this in the last game too, right? It was the exact same idea. You got the 2 Chrono Fluxes onto the Slash, and it just becomes an absolute monster.
Yeah, and I said we were going to take a moment to look at drone augments. I'm looking at he does have the second wind, giving that 20% max health back. That's really big on these Vanguards because they have so much health and they're pretty tanky. So you give them that max health, boom, they're good. Then you get Rejuvenating Pulse 3, giving 5% of their max HP every few seconds. That's also going to just keep his team alive. And if he can get this third augment to be an Omnivamp, that's exactly what he needed. Some Bloodthirst. That is going to be a deadly slashing Molura and Ranger. They're going to be very hard to kill for the rest of this game.
100%. I think, though, you looked at the other ones as well, because I'm seeing, like on Nareba, we got threefold power, lightning speed, and Bloodthirst, which I think is even better,
that's
right?
Still terrifying.
Yeah, the threefold power boosting his tier 3 units.
Yep,
yeah.
I mixed my augments. My screen was showing the wrong ones. Okay, either way, there we go.
Yeah.
Got the Omnivamp.
Yeah, the Omnivamp and double attack speed onto his main carry, so that is definitely very scary. He's going up versus Fox Spirit here, and I don't see Fox Spirit winning this. How about you, Salen?
Not a chance. When you're in regards to dealing max health damage, and you have something that's attacking as fast as that slashing is, you get games like that where I don't even get the chance to start ramping up and it's over.
All right. Bottom, Maru sitting at 3 HP, fighting for their life. Just lost versus I'm a Fishy and is praying now that he doesn't go up versus Nareba.
I mean, this would be brutal here for Maru. This would be their second 8th in a row if they do end up falling, if I do recall correctly.
And they are going against Fox Spirit. Fox Spirit is looking, off of the initial glance, looking a little bit better with sustained attacks. Oof. And got the third Harbinger. So this is going to make that a Ranger, a 3 Harbinger, 2 Steam. If that Ranger can survive, it will start to just pop units after the 30-second mark.
Yes, this is looking rough. Let's see how it goes. Mammoth and Rake versus green side.
It's a rather spread out composition, but you still have to deal with that big old beefy front line, the big brain coming out here from the Mammoths. Just an absolute tanky beast that can just stun things constantly. Where does the first Omega go as the Rake tries to deal with the healers? That Goliath goes pretty much right into the middle of everybody, but it does allow for the Fernite to keep on firing, keep stacking those Chronofluxes, and the Rake, it's stuck on the Flood. It has spent so much time there. The Flood is surviving all by itself in the corner. Meanwhile, Super Chicken, machine guns, we feel like the machine gun Scorioxes, but how about the Fernite? My chicken go burr right through that Archos, and now we just have to deal with the Rake. And with so many shots coming out from so many different Alluvials, somebody's got to take this damn thing down. There it goes. Maru, you're not done yet.
And guess where the damage really came that killed the Ranger? The Ranger almost didn't die to he wasn't targeted by anything. It was a wildfire. Harbinger doesn't protect you against small instances of damage like the energy damage that comes from the wildfire, and that just slowly chipped away at the Ranger, and it just lost all its HP, and it literally didn't get a big attack at all. Same with the Rake. Rake was at 50% health before it even got targeted too. But here's a deadly fight against an Ariba. I do not know if Maru's going to survive.
That is so rough.
Oh, gosh.
Just surviving Fox Spirit and now being hit with Nariba, who is coming in with these Vanguards, but one of them is stuck between a rock and a penguin and finally gets out there. Now is onto the Crunk. And it seems like the Fernite is still untouched, so the main carry is still good. But yeah, the Vanguards finally moving forward, slashing through the green side, and are gonna take down this Fernite sooner or later because he is just not tanky enough. It takes way longer than expected and definitely closer than we thought it would be, but in the end, Maru falls in 8th place, just behind Steigen right here.
Yeah, we lost 2 there.
Wow. Oh, that was so funny. The Ranger stuck between a rock and a penguin. Oh, that was great. Love that. Malura is just one big ass rock, right? Like, geez.
Basically.
Yes, it is.
Penguin's best friend. It's doing all the distracting and just let the penguin go nuts.
They are the dream combo for sure. And we are gonna have very soon our top 4 at hand here, as we have another 2 players very close to the bubble. Fox Spirit and Rudo fighting right now. Lynx is looking pretty good. Amafishi and Nariba on a win streak. I want to see them face off each other. That would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. That means my poor Lynx is going to die. I don't want to see that. No.
I don't know. Like, 4 mud. That's pretty good. In Web3 gaming, he's the one that I'm curious about. Will he be able to really finish his comp? He's been contested by the Firaxes from both Drodo and Lynx, so he's not able to finish his win condition either. All of these other players may kill each other off. And Fox Spirit, if he can make his team strong enough to come back, we'll be able to see that as well. Now that Stegen's gone, there's going to be a couple more Rakes in there that he can hopefully finish his Umber, getting a really good carry to also go with that Ranger.
Yeah, because it's just taking too long for the Rake to kill things off as of this moment. You love seeing when Luvial's popping. Hey, didn't you want this to happen?
Yes, sir. We got
There you
Nariba
go, you
versus
got it.
Amafishi. The big win streakers. Who's your money on, guys? Right. We got Mud versus... What's the other side?
Vanguard.
Oh, yeah. Versus the Vanguard.
I don't see composition. I just see Lynx, and I go for Lynx. I'm simple man. I see Lynx, I get happy. So there we go. That's my bet. Let's go fishy.
I actually think Mud can win this pretty effectively, because the Vanguard doesn't actually give you much, because they're all very low HP units. We're going to see who wins here.
Yeah, Vanguard sitting on the right side of everything, and they're just killing them too fast, man.
Oh,
wow.
Oh,
yep, it's gone.
Gosh.
What happened?
Oh my gosh.
That was way too fast. All right. Well, to be fair, there is not much tankiness in the side of Amafishi right here. He falls down to, is that correct? 4 HP? No, down to 24 HP. But yeah, 7 fighter, Predator, Berserker, Rogue, he's fully offensive. And yeah, those Vanguards, they are tanky, but they also pack a lot of damage, so they just destroy them.
It's like normally when I see the fighters, I think of something more like consistent damage that you kind of slowly heal over time through. And then the Rogue being your burst damage option. Well, what if your burst damage is just consistent? And that is the Penguin right here, right now in this game.
Once again, this was positioning error. If we could have got a replay, we could have gone over it. I'm a Fishy is just still allowing one unit get picked off at a time. If he backlines everything, then he can actually protect and distribute the damage. Otherwise, they just worked left to right. They killed a foe, they killed the Riptorus, and they were just going on a killing spree. And if they backline everything, there's a chance that he can hold off. But it's still going to be a very tough fight.
Let's actually watch Rudolite here in the bottom, and he goes up versus I'm a Fishy.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of bunker it up a little bit here. You got those 2 Chronofluxes onto that Furiox, but is it going to be enough to out-damage the fighters? I don't think so. This almost looks as convincing as the Rogues. Absolutely brutal stuff coming out here from I'm a Fishy to finish off Drodo.
All right, that was a 7 seconds fight. I'm a Fishy took his anger out on Drudo. That was rough to look at.
No kidding.
All right. Okay, Web3 Gaming now at the bubble. Let's watch what's happening there.
Oh, now he can roll for the Furiox. Now the Trudeau's gone, but he's probably competing with... oh no, Link's got the Scoriox. Web3 Gaming is in a terrible spot here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He needs one more Fern, though, for the Blaze Knight.
Oh, I got double Singe, so he's getting 3 Magma units in there. That's also another interesting stacking capabilities, but he is going against...
Oh, he sold the rake to try and get it. I don't think it paid off.
Nope, didn't get it. But good decision there to sell him off. The Ranger in the middle instantly takes down. The back line jumps back. It has this Ranger augment, and there comes the Gorilla, and yeah, there's so much damage from I'm a Fishy. Another 7-second annihilation. Fishy the Reaper, 7 fighter, 2 Predator, just gone.
Link's also getting knocked out with the Scoriox. They must have just kept fighting too much. They both rolled too much against each other, killing each other off, just being in a contested comp. Fox Spirit was looking pretty bad earlier, but now he's looking like he managed to make top 3. He's probably feeling really good. He probably understands that he doesn't have as strong a comp as everyone else. Will he be able to hold off against this Mud team, though? We will see.
And
he double rakes. It's not enough. There's no way.
Fox Spirit versus I'm a Fishy. It's gonna... Is it I'm a Fishy? Yeah, it's gonna be tough here. Double rake.
I mean, with both of those fights ending so quick, those weren't battles. That was a straight up assault. But we'll have to see how even this one ends up becoming here. The double rakes coming on through, double the Omegas and double the smoke screens. But smoke and mirrors will not contest. It's just pure damage. Beautifully done here from I'm a Fishy. Fox Spirit is going to fall in third.
God, if we didn't see the fight with Nariba, we'd think I'm a Fishy had already won this game. But seriously, my gosh.
That's rough. I'm a Fishy had the counter to everyone, and Nariba has the counter to him. So, yeah, this is looking tough for I'm a Fishy because they both have so much damage. Just Nariba has a little bit of tankiness with that.
How do you shut down the Penguin?
That is the name of the game today. Penguin trying to secure the second game here and is looking very promising.
Yeah. The other issue is I'm a Fishy has no life steal, no Omnivamp, and I think that's also hurting him quite a bit. Even though he does a bunch of damage with these mud units, they just can't heal up. They don't have enough health compared to these giant units on these Vanguards. And a Gnarl now. Oh my gosh. Ola, Nariba, lead-in, got a ram fight on the field now as well. What is I'm a Fishy rolling for? He's moving units around, trying to put something in. Yo, it's a composite chip, I think, or at least a synergy chip. What is it? It's a Berserker chip. He got a Berserker on his Exalted Gorilla. What did Nariba get? Nariba has... Yeah, he didn't go for his chip.
He's going to take it easy. He still has a few rounds to go, so he expects to run out of time if he does the bench strategy right now. So, well, that's the chance for I'm a Fishy right here with 3 Berserkers. That's going to be interesting.
He needs to backline everything. See, the right side's going to get hit pretty hard here. Oh, and his Ranger jumped. Does he have Dimensional on there? Oh.
All right, that is straight up a complete annihilation from both sides. Everybody is just hacking and slaying away, but it looks like the Vanguards are gonna be victorious even without the composite chip. So Amafishi is gonna go down to 3 HP.
I mean, it seemed close in terms of the amount of Illuvials on board, but even still, you had that full health Penguin, and you need like 5 to take that thing out.
Amafishi needs to get a better backline positioning. That Apon needs to be the one dying first. It needs to be getting a massive stun on that Penguin to stop him from going berserk. And then he needs to backline a few other units. I didn't realize his Ranger has Dimensional, so it's going to teleport to the opposite side regardless. And that's actually, in this case, I think not beneficial because Nariba doesn't have any backline units. So it's just wasting a lot of time walking. Then it's going to teleport back, and it's going to be right in the firing line for the Penguin and all these dangerous rogue units that are going to be in the back. And if Nariba he got 4 Vanguard, it is over. There's nothing. They have a 15% heal of damage dealt. That is so much. Goodbye, I'm a fishy.
Nariba has found all of the Dragon Balls. This is not going to go very well at all here for I'm a Fishy. The ramp fight goes up as if it even needs to, and it's going to tear on through. And just look how fast Nariba is shredding on through. Going to be victorious here in game number 2 of our Immutable Masters IPL 1000.
Wow. And I'm a Fishy tried, though. He got 4 Berserkers online. I don't know if you saw that. Suddenly a Ryplant showed up, but the 4 Vanguard, I think, has a much higher win condition, and that is game over. Well played, Nariba.
Yes, sir. Wow. That was insane. What a cool match here. Should we let the chat decide if we're going to watch Lobby 1 or Lobby 2 for game number 3? Because we have one more game coming up, everyone.
Either that, or let's take a look and see what kind of results we have going on after the fact, and maybe pick our closest one. Yes. I do have the other game open. As of right now, we are down to our podium. Jonah Kino leading the lobby, 35 health in hands, with Sota and Not Complain currently here. Then Alnert, Detective Alané, Honir, Hoshi, and Wolverine round up the lobby.
All right, I'm definitely going to join that as well.
Yep. I'm like, get me in. Come on, faster.
Lobby not found. Can you get in?
I'm going in. Oh, it's a Halcyon C. Tell me some of these team comps that are going on right now. These must be huge.
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking at Soda right now with the Ram Fire, a double Chrono Fluxed Slash-In, and a nearly fully loaded. What on earth is this Twine? It has 3 of the same augments with gaining 10 resistances for each opponent targeting the holder. So it is an absolute menace. Going up against Not Complain, this would be in an elimination round if that is the case. Not Complain with the Riplants also completely loaded in this instance for the Ramfire. Heck, yep, it did exactly what it needs to. Big Omega in the corner, but now it's just a support line up against the red. Not Complain is going to win. Soda is now on the bubble as Jonah Kino continues to win and lead that lobby.
Oh my, jumping straight into the top 3. That's very exciting.
There you go, take a look.
Wow, Slash-In, Malura, Ramfire. I love Sota's team, but yeah, it's looking different, huh?
If you look at the enemy team, though, John Aquino is rocking a nasty Umber we got 3 Steam with that Dulif, a massive 3 Harbinger with the Mammoth. Oh, and an Mephisto's on there. Double Invoker.
Yo, what a crazy Exodia team here from John Aquino, but it's going to be tough versus the Rogues. The Ophisto already focused, gets 1 cast out. The Mammoth going down to half health, but the Umber here is cleaning up and is untouched so far. So it looks pretty good. The Ranger still here doing a lot of damage, and a lot of self-heal. Is going to be not able to take down the Umber, who gets 1 more cast out to finish it off.
Yeah, if we all joined at a good time, eh? Right for the podium. Soda gonna fall in third. Not complain. Can they turn this around and make that 2 wins in a row? Jonah Kino, one time I looked, was last with like 30 something health, and now they've made it all the way up here.
And Not Complain's got 4 mud as well, with a double Mystic as well. Interesting. I've not seen Mystic into mud. That could be a very good game changer. But this Umber and the Duelif, that Wombo combo is going to delete this Geyser.
Yeah, this is going to be absolutely brutal. Wombo combo, that ain't Falco, but that's a whole heck of a lot of water. Here comes the Omegas coming on through. The Geyser's one of the damn tankiest things in this game, and it just got shredded like it was nobody's business. What was that, Jonah Kino? What a way to win here in game number 2 of your Immutable Masters semifinal match.
Yo, that was just as fast as the other finals.
When you got
unbelievable.
8 water, like that Umber and the Duel of Cast at the same time, and just goodbye. There was not a Geyser in there. Oh my gosh. That 55%
shotgun water.
That 55% resistance boost did not do anything in that case.
Nope.
Not a chance. My goodness.
Oh my god. Oof, I need a breather here. Let's do some trivia before we check out
all right,
the
where's the pause?
Wowee. What an interesting second game. What an exciting second game here in the best of 3 semifinals of the IPL 1000 Immutable X Masters tournament. Tomorrow we're going to have the grand finals with the top 8 players from today in a best of 5. Our first best of 5 in the IPL. It's going to be really exciting. Really excited for that. All right. So we have another trivia coming up. The first to give the right Illuvial wins. It's going to be another foot. It's going to be another easy one. We want to save time today, so it's not going to be super hard. And yeah, there you go. Choose the chat of your liking. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. But I would recommend, I think, Twitch has the shortest time. I'm not even sure. Just posted it.
I don't know about you, but it still shows Sanoff for me.
There it is.
There it goes.
What could it be? I think it's...
that one's easy.
I'm keeping my mouth
that one
shut.
is easy, right? So this time, actually, it matters a little bit how fast you are, because people are going to be pretty fast.
Let's see who got it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's not Sinalf again, guys.
I think we need to talk about which game we're gonna watch. I'm like so stressed about which one I want to see. Like, because I think John Aquino's gotta do some other stuff to get his position, because he didn't do well the first game, right? Or am I mixing them up?
Oh, yeah, we're gonna check out the scores in a second. Octius is the right answer, and yes, Warfighter from Hype. Thanks for confirming that. Was first, so very close to Manuel. It was like 2 seconds.
It was so close, yeah.
But they're both on Twitch, so it's fair enough.
Guess who didn't?
Partner in crime.
Didn't get it this time. We got Furies in the chat. Unfortunately, he's not in the tournament this time, and he can't win the trivia. I must be a doom. If you don't get one, you don't get either. Oh,
this isn't the grand final stream, though, so it's still not broken yet. There's still tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
But is he in the tournament?
No, he got knocked out. Surprisingly, after winning the Leviathan tournament, I think 2-3 days ago. So yeah, taking a rest, a chill pill on his $3,000 that he won in there. So that's really cool. Congratulations for that.
Yeah, there you go.
Any given weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, let's see if we have the data already updated. It should be in, and then let's decide which game we are watching.
We could also give the option to Warfighter. I mean, as a bonus for winning the
You already won 5, Alvi.
Okay.
Yeah. No matter what, whichever one we end up picking, I'll hop into the other one so I can kind of give some live updates as it's happening. But let's take a look and see. I mean,
ideally,
Lobby 2 has the closer gap.
Yeah, ideally one of them would have Brightland Steps, and then we could watch the other one and still have the finals.
Crimson and a Brightland? Then we have both?
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Is that in the script? Can you copy and paste me a script and see if it's in there?
Screenwriters, add it real quick. Let the players know.
I'll reach out to devs right now to get this fixed.
No.
All right, so
Obviously, that's just random, but yeah.
it's updated, I think. We got lobby number 1 with Not Complain at first, Jonaquinho in second, Sota in third, Toenir in fourth. Very close together. And then we got Alnerd trying to get up into the top 4, 2 points below. And Hoshi another 2 points. Then down to 5 is Detective, All-Line, and then Wolverine in last.
I think the closer, more competitive game is lobby 2.
Ooh,
That is
I
lobby
would
2.
argue the same. Yes, my vote goes to 2 if
Yep.
it were my choice.
Yes, sir.
Nothing against those on lobby 1, but that scoreline is too damn good to not look at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
Already
got
has a tiebreaker.
tiebreaker. We got everyone a little bit closer together because there's a bit more distance to the bottom players. So those 6 players are really battling it out for the top 4 places. And yeah, first one is also has only 14 points, so that's pretty good. Yeah, let's watch lobby number 2 and let's just hope we're gonna see the finals again from lobby number 1. That would be really cool. I think the players probably are loading in already. We're shooting fast. We're shooting hot today.
Started now.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. So that will be match number 2. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let us know in chat or in Discord if you like the stream, if you like the IPL. We're always looking for feedback, guys. We haven't received much yet. Obviously, a lot of people came out and were like, good job, guys. But yeah, let us know what you think. We are here to take criticism. We're happy to take criticism and we want to always improve. So yeah, be honest with us. Let us know what's your favorite and your worst part of the stream. And we're going to hopefully get better and better working our way towards the World Championship.
And I did just check out both regions. We didn't get lucky, but we got lucky. We get to watch a Halcyon see win streak 1 with match or lobby 2, but lobby 1's doing a Sanctum Mesa, so both games should be a little bit faster than a no region game, but they'll probably end roughly around the same depending on how things play out.
Yes, sir. Well,
right.
we'll see. There can still be a lot of differences. Fingers crossed we're going to see still both finals, but this one is going to be an interesting one. With the win streak here, people are going to be pushing their money in very hard, or they're just going to sit back and enjoy their lose streak. What would you do?
It all depends on how they come to you. If we're looking at Stegan right now, he's got 2 greater Fire Grokkos and 1 on the bench. That's looking like a potential win streak capability there. If he can find an Exalted off the back, that's just so much tank early on in such a good unit that it could give him. And he's already got a Lynx to back up. If he can keep that Lynx alive, it can just walk around doing that true damage and just delete unit after unit.
Wow, double Grokko coming here for Nareba, going on to the first win. And yeah, staying here with level 3, probably gonna sit back and not.
Oh, hang on. This might not actually be over. Ranger
What
Omega?
The
Ranger
hell?
Hyper!
Oh my
Yo!
Oh my goodness.
What just
Double
happened?
Grokko all the way across the arena, still not majestic enough to shut down the Ranger.
Oh my god,
Oh
let's
my
record
goodness.
that replay. What was that?
That is easily the earliest replay we've ever had to need, because that was
Yes.
outstanding.
There's a little bit of a delay. But we're gonna come back to that.
Yeah.
In regards to a question I see here in the Twitch chat, of course, in regards to Arena Gauntlets, do you need the NFTs or is it free to play? To get into, like, say, the IPL 1000 right here, right now, you don't need a dang thing. Just need to install the game and play. Of course, if you're looking into the other game modes, maybe Overworld or into the Leviathan Arena mode, then okay, you'll need your own NFTs. But then just join us here in Standard Ranked or in the IPL, you don't need NFTs at all. Just come on and play.
Yep, that's it. That's fully free to play. auto battle game mode right here where we can win, where there is like 250,000 bucks in this season number 1 in the IPL on the line in total. So definitely a lot of money. The stakes are high, and it doesn't get higher than the IPL 1000 today with 20,000 bucks on the line here in the semifinals in the 3rd game of the best of 3. All right, who are we watching? Fox Spirit and Web3 Gaming both sitting at a win streak. So yes, they're facing each other. Beautiful. Let's see it. It's Web3 Gaming on green versus Fox Spirit here, and both of them having a decent tank line in the front. And well, red side has 2 Lynxes, which are more or less untouched right now. So they're doing really good damage. Green side has a unit more though. So will that be enough? I don't think so. There is still 1 Lynx alive, which gets targeted now. So yes, it looks like Web3 Gaming is going to win right here.
Jeez.
And that's huge. That's like a lot of gold.
That's a lot of gold going. And if he can win this next round, he's going to go to that PvE round feeling very wealthy.
Yes.
Getting that empath chip, 2 empath early on is so good just to have as a unit. Then he's got 3 bulwark on that, and just that 1 baby lynx. If he keeps that lynx alive, it's just a beautiful, beautiful comp. He's got a gun right here already.
That Lynx there from Web3 wins in my heart, as well as that one's all holographic and shinied out. Love to see it. Of course, no actual stats difference, but just looks really cool. As we get into our next battle on here for Web3, see if they can kind of keep this King of the Hill going, keep this win streak going, which is, of course, so valuable here on the Halcyon Sea. Which, as of right now that they've especially gotten rid of that monk here that had that Chronoflux on it, it should be pretty quick pickings here. Just a matter of getting that Omega off onto that Tatofi, and the rest of the squad cleans up the tank line, going to the back, take care of the Tatofi, and there we go. The win streak continues here for Web3 Gaming.
And also on the bottom side, we got Maru running a perfect loss streak as well. I've been checking them as well. Lost every single game. They're doing great. Good job. Way to hold that loss streak into the...
I didn't want to be that guy, but does the perfect loss streak continue from the last 2 games? Because unfortunately for Maru, it's just not been a fun time so far here in this semifinal. But hey, now no better time than now to turn it around, Maru. We believe.
Yes, sir. And now we're on a PvE round, so let's quickly check out the replay from earlier to just try to analyze what went wrong here. There it is. Is it? Yes, it's the one.
Were we looking at the double Fire Grocko? Is it this one?
Should have been. Maybe I deleted it.
Yeah, I think this was the last fight.
Yes, never mind.
Or second last fight, one to do.
We'll see it on the Illuvium channel, maybe in a highlight clip, because yes, all of these, or many of these clips are getting reworked into shorts, so make sure to subscribe, stay up to date here on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook, on Twitter. Illuvium is on all social media platforms, and you can very much help right now by just clicking the like button, the follow button, the subscribe button, and all of these buttons that are free to play, free to bless. I'm losing it. Yeah. Engage with the stream, guys. Helps us reach more people. Thank you.
I think we need to talk about something very important that just happened in the carousel. Fox Spirit picked up a Lynx, and guess what Lynx it is? It's an empath Lynx. Why has no one been slamming that? That is an ultimate win streak condition, and he got a fire chip with it as well, getting 3 fire on the board. That is looking very good for him in this mid, and he's got that little Lynx that will be staying safe on the side there, very safe, going through and chewing along.
Where's this another Lynx as well in the enemy team, and both are healing for their lives, literally. Red side's Lynx goes down, though. Better positioning here from Fox Spirit, plus the Bulwarks, plus the Lynx. Yeah, it is looking really good for him. That's gonna be a nice win streak. Let's check out the damage. And yeah, Virtuous Lynx keeping up with the stage 1 Lynx, which is surprising. But it is just such a strong unit, like you said.
I'm surprised here for Lynx PQP that their combination just dropped so quickly, and I guess that's just the goes to show how important that your original team's positioning can be, because there was way more healing on Lynx's side. They had the Archos right next to the Virtuous Lynx. In theory, that should be a combination that just does not die, but yet they still got shredded so quickly. Virtuous Lynx got targeted. And there's so many Lynxes in that sentence that I have completely lost my train of thought. But as we continue now, we have double Lynxes. We have a little baby Lynx in the back. Lynx PQP is in this lobby as well. But right now, we have Fox Spirit. We have Drudo. Let's see how this goes.
Alrighty, you got me too with the Lynxes here, and let's watch actually the Lynx sitting in the middle with the Fire chip. So Fire has been reworked like a month ago, I would say, and now it only gives attack damage. It used to be like damage amplification, but now it's just attack damage. So that's why you see a big red bar here for the Lynx. That is physical damage, that's attack damage coming through from him. They're healing right now against the damage coming in from this stage 1 Lynx that does true damage. You can see that on the white bar. True damage ignores all damage, and it was able to heal against it and sustain their way through to this victory.
And I was also taking a moment to look at Nariba versus Web3 game. They had a rematch from earlier, the double Graco. This time Web3 Gaming lost, and he lost his streak. Nariba now looking great, only losing that 1 HP from that one fight from earlier with the Ranger. And now if he can hold this into the next PV round, he'll be able to regain that advantage that Web3 now is in a really bad spot, losing that. We'll see how he goes. Maru, I think, won a game as well, so now they need to flip it around to a full win streak.
That is cool that you picked that up. And yeah, let's watch that fight here. Fox Spirit versus Nariba.
Immediately diving into the backline is going to be Nariba's squad, but look at how protected all of these Lynx are. It's going to be a damn rave here in the second with all the strobe lighting around. It's keeping everybody topped off. That Archos was getting focused, but it was barely taking a dent in terms of its health. But look at that Greater Gorilla. It's on the backline onto the Lynx that does have the augments. Then Omega's on over to the rest of its team, pops the one. Now they're going to pop the Archos, pop the second Lynx as well, and that will be Kearns. Nariba's win streak continues.
And I'm sure you're going to say the same thing as me, Caveman. Those Lynxes should have been used to tank a little bit more and not be the last unit standing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's 3 Predator. That is the perfect thing against Lynxes because you can kill them before they can really regen. Lynxes help the most when you're low HP, but at Predator, they execute you when you're low HP, so then you don't even get that advantage. It's a very good counter against them. It's just a tough matchup.
Yes, sir.
And that hurt Fox. Fox Spirit was on a win streak as well. He was only at like 3 or 4, so now he's just in this middle back and forth. I think Nariba has taken over this lobby, and honestly, this fight doesn't look like it's going to be very difficult. Stegan's got 2 baby Lynxes still. He's way behind, way at the bottom. He's trying to lost streak anyways. Nariba's going to go into this next PvP round, getting Weapon Amplifier, looking really good.
Yep, and Nariba here on 99 HP, and that can only happen if you lose the first round versus only the Ranger surviving. And yeah, after that he went on to a win streak, still is on that, and gets double gold from the Halcyon Sea region. So he's gonna stack up money, and this is gonna be another victory in his pocket. And I think 6 gold goes into his pocket with a big win streak doubled. So that is huge. That's almost as much as maximum income. So yeah, he's stacking up that bankroll.
Took full advantage of it as well. Already level 7. Just putting all of that extra interest into leveling up.
And he still has 2 Gracos on the board, 2 free units, 2 baby Lynxes, and then 2 stage 2 units. He has literally no gold on there. This is the cheapest team you could possibly have, and he's just running with it. It's over.
Yep.
Like that, he's going to be so wealthy.
Yep.
Sometimes you could just mass Zerglings and just a click and hope it works. And so far, it's working here for Nariba. To those who know, who suffered that, you know.
Oh yeah, baby.
Little StarCraft reference coming in. Gotta love it.
Yeah. And if we look at really, Nariba's only competition is Maru. Now Maru's been doing the opposite. He did a loss streak into a win streak, and he's played it perfectly. He's in the win streak. If he can keep that sustained. He also has 3 Predator. I'd really like to see a Nariba versus Maru right here, and Maru needs to beat Nariba if he's to have a chance. Otherwise, Nariba will outclass him. I can almost guarantee you, though, if Nariba goes against him, Nariba will dump everything to keep his win streak.
Yep. And then it gets dangerous, because if you dump your money and then lose, you are left with nothing, and you're going to have a hard time even if you had such a good win streak before that. It's going to be Amafishy versus Nariba, and Amafishy also on a win streak. So that is also going to be an interesting fight, especially because Nariba's team, he has a lot of units on the board, like you said, but they are not very strong. So now we see him rolling. He has a small penguin in, but nothing much else. He's trying to roll also for the Lulura. There's a lot of stuff coming in. He's running out of time. He's pressing those buttons, and I think he has almost settled. There's a Lura. Is he going to swap it in for the Slashing?
Nope.
Yes. The Raminia is also on the board, so definitely a huge upgrade here for Nariba's board.
Well, let's see how this goes. A couple of last-second additions could possibly be the difference maker with keeping that win streak. But look out for that Greater Mokir off on the left-hand side. It's got that percentage health damage, so it's chucking some of these take-care units rather quickly. The Riptor is doing a fantastic job as well. The win streak is being threatened here. I'm a fish. He might be able to be the one who breaks it. And one more shank from that Scorpion is going to seal the deal. Win streak over. Maru's got to be happy about this one. Nariba going down.
And you know, it was actually the Monkier that carried that team, getting Berserker with a double piercing force reactor. And I've been seeing a lot more players play this unit, or this augment. 1% of the max health is pure damage. I've been seeing it on Berserkers doing a lot of damage. And I'm really curious if it's that potent or what's so different about it, because that's been in the game for a long time, and it hasn't been as powerful as I think it is today. Even looking at Lynx right here, going against Nariba, he's putting on a chicken. So I think there's something about that augment that is really, really quite useful, and maybe I just don't understand what's so beneficial.
It's absolutely a go-to for me personally for all of my pretty much every composition that I have, whether it's fighter or Scion, just because it also gives you attack speed. So it fits perfectly whether you're going for a fighter, or it fits perfectly if you're going for Scoriox. And you just need to shoot fast, not hard, to get that benefit.
Yeah, I was going to say the flat stats that you get are also very strong. So we're looking right now at Drudo versus Amafishy, and we're going to see if this monk here can keep it up here versus the very tanky and very sustained heavy composition, and it looks very good. They are just shredding away. Now the monk here found the foe, the most important matchup of this fight, and foe is actually able to take him out, and that might be enough to then also take out the Ranger in the very end. Not quite, and Ranger and Fernite are gonna seal the deal here for Amafishy.
Yeah, Ranger leading the win damage there, 7.6k compared to the 5.2 from Monk here. That Ranger weapon
almost did it.
Ranger weapon can be very deadly. That arrow blade. Ooh, looking at this board, we've got a nature chip here. I believe it was I'm a Fishy. No, it was the other one. Who was I'm a Fishy going against? Drodo. If he can get that, that's another up. But Foxbeard scooped it up.
Yeah, Fox immediately scooped that up. Taking a look at the other lobby, I got some health bars here just to kind of lay down the tail of the tape here. Not complain once again for the third game in a row, leading the charge. But alongside them is Hoshi, then Alnert, Soda, Detective Alanay, Jonah Kino, Honir, and Wolverine. So a couple of those players in the top four, or rather, majority of them still up there in the top four. Jonah Kino down near the bottom as of this moment, but granted, that seems to be kind of how their playstyle rolls. Just take the hits early and come on back. Still plenty of health in this one, though. Lowest player only 41.
Okay. And just taking a quick look at our lobby, Fox just finished his Air Zephyr Links. That'll be hopefully a turning point. He's been in a loss streak. It might be the turnaround, but
oh my.
Send it.
Yes, sir. Let's watch him. Fox Spirit here on the Lynx. That's going to be an interesting fight. Lynx is not taking any damage, so it hasn't even casted yet. It takes a while to charge up. But yeah, it's looking not too bad for the red side. The monk here is going to go onto the Lynx with the Jokul, and they just gonna shred him down into pieces after just a few hits, and Red Side wins here with Amafishi taking down Fox Spirit to 39 health.
Man, the Virtuous Lynx has so much range to try and heal, but it does take a long time to finally get up and running. Once you get that first cast off, then you're kind of golden because you charge while your ability is still active. But that little portion at the very beginning is where things get rough. You need to be taking damage, and like you said, Paz, they are basically not taking any damage at all. So they got next to no charge, and so many of their units ended up, or so many of their teammates fell before it could really get the ball rolling.
Little fun fact, a little pro tip for you guys at home who wants to take screenshots. If you press Shift and U, you're gonna be able to hide the UI. So that's always really nice.
And now I get to see what I do for my thumbnails, but now we do have a little bit of an Empath Lynx face off with the stage 2 going to fall pretty well immediately. Backing up the Virtuous Lynx here this time, Fox Spirit, kind of to be like the pivot or the center point of their bunker composition, oddly enough. More so trying to just keep that little Fern in the back protected. But if that's your main damage, your main carry outside of the Lynx, you could be in trouble. Revo is going to come on in and try to join, but it's going to get immediately blasted with the Tornado in the face for its troubles. But look at that Kukaraf. It is doing some serious damage, has that percentage damage too. And this thing swings relatively quickly. The big stun as well, stopping any further healing from coming out of that Virtuous Lynx. Going to shut down the Lynx, shut down the Krunk, and now it's just a matter of shutting down this Archos, and Fox Spirit getting knocked down once again thanks to this Kukaraf.
12,000 damage on the Ranger.
The Ranger was the carry there, and it was Shock. Shock did almost 4,000 or 5,000 damage, and that's the thing. When an extended fight goes out with Shock versus an Empath team, that energy resist is going to be chipped at every time that Shock. So that's why that Fern, every time it got shocked, it got hurt more. Then a Boomerang came and smacked it in the face. Then it gets shocked again, and that's what ended up taking the Fern down. And then once again, I think Paz pointed out earlier that Lynx needs to be a frontline unit. It needs to be taking at least some portion of the damage, 30 to 55% of the enemy force's damage potential, and it just wasn't taking any. And it sat in the middle, taking a long time to charge, and not really helping the efforts.
Yeah. In general, you want to have your empaths tanking, especially in those mid-game matches where there's not so much burst damage coming out yet, and have this beautiful thing happening where your empath just out-heal the free mana that they get with the incoming damage. And I love this build here. It's really cool.
Yeah, and another thing with empaths, and this might be something that is definitely a much higher end positioning thing that we used to really focus on survival, but empath, you get your shield every 8 seconds, and at start, but it only lasts 4 seconds. So you actually want all of your units to take damage, because they get the shield. So if you can spread out all your units so they're all taking at least a little bit of damage, and then the shield comes on, then they're able to heal all that damage that they did take. That's how you best play empaths.
Yep. That's the nitty-gritty details that you need to win some of these fights versus the best players in the world. You need to have all those details in place. And as we watch Steigen here versus Lynx, it looks like the Shock units are going to be happy again, because the Ranger sits in the back and just throws its boomerang away. The Kukaraf is still going to be the last standing tank here in the front line, and it's dodging so much. There is no Clumsy on the enemy team, but finally the Furiox blasts through it. And that's gonna be it for Lynx right here in round number 18.
I saw that Shunt come out there from the Mammoth, go directly into the backline. I'm like, oh, maybe this is the turnaround moment. But yeah, just did not have enough units left to really capitalize.
Also shocking the enemy team here. Interesting. All right, let's move to the bottom, I guess. Fox Spirit, 19 HP on the bubble, fighting for their tournament life.
Oh, and it's going against Nariba's Vanguard comp already up. Actually, he's running Revenant right now with 3 dust. It's going to be a lot of dodge, a lot of blind, and the resistances will keep going down. It's going to be really important how the positioning is played out here. Once again, that Lynx should be a little bit exposed, but bunkering is probably the best option versus the rogues.
Let's see.
I'm going to try to bunker up bunker up for their tournament life possibly here. If this is a rough loss, it could be curtains. And Fox Spirit currently 5th in the lobby in terms of the tournament overall. If they get out here, there's no chance we see them in the grand finals. Big Heel coming out, saving that Groko for just a little bit longer. Archos trying to keep everybody topped off as well, but some rather low tier tanks going to end up falling. Never mind, here comes the Lynx once again, keeping everybody held. But so far, nobody really on the right hand side is really going down, except for that Penguin. Actually, the main target that you actually want to keep alive is hanging on by a thread right next to that Vermilia, and it is now finally going to break on in. Low health bars, but not enough to get the job done. The shot's fired. Fox Spirit, are you still in this one? 3 HP in a dream.
The problem is Fox doesn't have 5 bulwark. If he got 5 bulwark, that's where the difference. That's so much damage. It would have been cast back out. But where is he missing? Oh, he's got 2 crunks on the board instead of there's an Atlas. He's probably going to chunk that in. There it is, 5 bulwark. That was the mistake, or at least not a mistake. He just didn't have the unit, and then now he'll be able to tank this Maru, which is definitely a less capable team. As it looks like it's just Vanguard. It does have Verdant. Rangers going on the back line. The ramp fight could do an execute.
Oof, the Ranger might even go behind the enemy Ranger. No, gets hold up by the Ranger, which is pretty good. It looks pretty good here for the green side. The first ramp fight, Omega, is going to decide everything. It's going to rain down fire right now, just taking half health of everyone, and Lynx is going to hopefully be able to heal everyone back up just before they're going to die. Arcos also coming in with the heal. Next ramp fight, Omega taking down a few bulwarks, but here comes another Lynx from the Sapphire heal, and it's gonna be enough for the green side. Wow. Out-sustaining the damage here from the Rogues.
That was ridiculously close.
Yeah, and he needed that.
Look at that healing.
10k. Opa.
Yep, same situation. I just clicked someone else and got into it.
Oh, but that one was just so dang close there. Fox could have possibly had gone out, and now Lynx actually is going to be the first to fall here in our 3rd game of the semifinal. But that one ramp fight, it went to the skies, but it got the twine down to like less than a quarter, but it got saved over and over again.
Yeah.
But let's see, it may be up against the Ghost, but we'll have to see. Fox Spirit, do they survive? There we go. They got to try this again. Only having to deal with the Revo in regards to the Rogues this time, but still bunkered up safely. That Groko got immediately focused down and destroyed, and that Atlas is going to likely be short to follow. So does the Ranger, but at least the side here for Fox Spirit, they're fighting back. The Crunk is holding the line. Good blind, going to stall things up ever so slightly here. And now the Lynx has its opportunity to get a little bit of that execute, a little bit of that healing on in. It is so close to going down, but the Empath Shield and the heals are going to come in and clutch right at the last possible moment, allowing for the Furiox, allowing for this Fur Knight to continue to open fire on this back line. Fox Spirit, they're low, but they're not done. Not yet.
That was so stressful watching that. Oh, Drodo knocked out.
Drodo in 7th place, and yes, Fox Spirit taking down Amafishy, so who was just our leader, but Amafishy lost his fight as well. So yeah, Fox Spirit trying to come back with that win streak. Let's see it.
This is actually really stressful here for Lynx. Lynx was 2nd in the tournament overall in their lobby, but by getting 8th, this absolutely blows the door wide open for some of these other players that may have had a little bit of a harder time to get themselves back in here.
Yep, and I think a big problem here was he was running out of steam, couldn't get to level 8. No, actually he was stuck on level... Yeah, was stuck on level 7 with 5 air. If you get 6 air, that's going to be such a huge power spike for your unit. So yeah, just by having that Ranger being fire, missing out on the 6 air, not being able to get to level 8.
Oh geez, even on the other on the other lobby, similar situation happening. Jonakino 2nd in the lobby, currently out in 7th. Honir 4th in the lobby, out in last. Everybody else is fighting. That top 4 is not safe for anybody right now.
Wow. Yeah, and I'm thinking that Fox Spirit just beat Imafishy. Imafishy was at the top of the board there. What's good for Imafishy is Drodo just died. He had the rye plants. That's giving him... Oh, he's rolling. He just got a Riptor. He's rolling. He's got one more. He's 2 away from the right plants, and that'll be decisive in keeping him alive for a good minute. He's still rolling pretty aggressively. Fox, what is he doing to move up? He's trying to get the Blotto 1 away from getting a Blotto. That'll give him 2 Wildfire. And then if he can get... Oh, we got a Blotto online. The Wildfire Bulwark comp. Just shred them alive. He's going in Stegen with 19 HP. Will he survive another round? Oh, he dropped down to 4 Bulwark, though. He had to sell the Atlas.
Oh, he sold a unit. He has less than he could have on the board. But he moved. It was a really good reposition, I think. Lynx here tanking in the front line next to the Blotto. And those two are never going to go down. That's what we have been talking about earlier. This Lynx, you can see it. It's taking damage, getting free mana, and it's healing all the way back up once that happens.
Oh, let's see it. Keep going. Hold the line. Let that Wildfire spread across the whole team.
And the backline is firing through. There's a Fernet and a Furiox. But hey, in the end... the enemy team was able to crunch through, and yeah, look at the Furiox. I think that might be the culprit. And we don't see it anymore. It was attacking very fast. Foxspear is out.
So is Maru, opening up the line from Nariba to just totally take over this game. All those rogue units are back in. He'll be able to buy them with no problem. He's got double infusing Void Reactor. I've been seeing people use this because if you have any Omnivamp, which he has Combat Rhythm 3, this means that 10% is then amplified again by another 15% each, doing a lot of healing. That Slashin', which is coming online very soon, is going to be a disgusting unit that'll just heal all the damage it does.
Let's see, can Stygian hold the line for at least one more round here? A bad loss could mean curtains for them falling in 4th in this game, but we've seen so far here today how absolutely brutal this Penguin can be. It's not even a full slash in, it is still a stab in, but like you're saying, it's probably right around the corner. It's going to face tank the Seer immediately, and it is getting targeted down by the Furiox as well, but granted the Furiox doesn't necessarily have its attack speed built up just yet. It is finally going to get in there. The Penguin, is it going to fall? It will fall. The big carry here for Nariba has fallen. Can the rest of the team compensate for it? The Gorilla is trying his damnedest to be able to do so, trying to get onto the Goliaths, but of all people, that's probably the least amount of damage that you can go after. With that big, tanky Beetle, the Golden Warrior are going to hold the line while the Flood and everybody else heal and deal the damage to get the job done. Nariba had a fantastic early game, but is starting to look mortal.
Yeah, you love to see something that could stop the rogues. He got the Granite online. He got Harbinger online. Those are 2 key components to really lock down a good corner comp to be able to sustain. And then also with that, the Ranger being that Fire Bulwark, it can do a lot of damage against rogues. It's so tanky, and it reflects all that damage back at the enemy. Well played by Stygian as he holds on.
Oh god, look at this though.
Wow. That is disgusting. Behemoths, like berserkers. I don't even know what to say.
Ripelands Behemoths. Oh my god. Let's see how fast this Bulwark frontline is gonna fall. Goliath still holding on. Sends out a stun, which interrupts the Revo, but there goes the frontline and there goes the backline. Ripelands is mashing on through, stinging its way in, and the Polar Bear and the Seer just dominating.
I think
just
we're all just in shock looking at that comp and just like, what are we looking at here? Does he even have a chance? That is so much just monstrosity. I'm a fishy coming in with and Nariba lost. Nariba lost to that. I don't know if he went against the Web3 Gaming or if he went against the Ghost, but I'm a fishy looking pretty good with this team here.
Gazatep as well.
Guys, can you do me a favor? Can you right-click the bear? Oh my god, 468 attack damage for at least for that moment anyway. It has both of those augments that has max health based off of, or excuse me, physical damage boosted by your health. So not only is that Jotun a beefy tank line, it is doing so much damage. That's a Blotto. It's got full augments. It's so tanky, but yet it just fell like a fleece right in the neckline. It's going to take him down nice and quickly. And now the Jotun, now the Rip Lance, they're right there on top of the DPS here. Web3 Gaming TV, that will be the battle this time. Third place in this one.
Goodbye.
Wow.
All right, now we're going to see a fighter versus rogues, a literal rematch from last time.
Classic.
But I think the fighters are ready to catch the rogues this time. And having the dust is so good, just to give you that 4-second delay with the dust. Oh, it's disgusting.
Yep, that's gonna be a crazy fight. Here we are in the PvE round right now, so we're gonna play a little replay in the back and prepare ourselves mentally for this last few fights here. It's gonna be a bloodbath. My money is also on the behemoths, especially with this augment. As you pointed out, a Jotun with almost 500 damage is just insane.
Like, that's a Blotto in front of you. It's one of the tankiest units in the game. It went down in 2 seconds.
I don't know. I'm looking at the drone augments, and I don't think Immutable has the drone augments to make it. Nariba's team is more solidified, and he's got the slashing online now with that void. He's literally putting the infusion void reactor on his slashing. It is going to heal so much. Unless they can literally stun that slashing, it is going to just be able to sustain so much damage.
But it has to survive the first couple seconds, though, right? Before it starts really, truly getting that bonus.
That's true.
Which is really good that it has this... Oh, I thought it was the immune augment. No, that's just the extra healing. Yeah, it's going to be winnable. So it's all going to come down to a little bit of positioning here. The behemoth should definitely be in the backline, right? Catching that?
Yeah. 100%.
There he goes.
Okay, good.
There it comes.
Good. And that is focusing the slash in. Oh, perfect. Stunning it. Done. Half health. Oh, but he gets charmed by the... He's ramping up. Oh, no. The Jotun. Can he sustain? Jotun down. Slashing is at no health, but is healing up in this... Oh, it's past the 15-second mark. The slashing is going to be just healing. And it's not enough. Nariba getting taken down. I can't even narrate because that was so... Oh, my gosh.
Did that Fur Knight's tornado slow it down just enough to not swing?
Mm-hmm. Plus the charms from the Queens also coming out. A lot of crowd control here from the side of I'm a Fishy with Dust, with Fur Knight, with Quinks. Oh no, that was... the opposite.
Nariba going for another Void Reactor. He is really putting all of his, thoughts on the healing component of that Omnivamp. And the thing is, that Slashing only got one kill. It got the Jotun. That was it. And so I think that if it got a squishy unit, if he does a reposition last second so he doesn't get caught, I think that Slashing is going to do some nasty things.
Yep.
This was absolutely going to be an exciting one. We'll have to see this Nariba turn it around. Pass, go for it, buddy.
All right, we see a similar positioning here. Now the Jotun and the Slashing are on the Malura, which is going to get a charm off, so buying a lot of time. Looking here on the right side, we see the Slashing slowly but surely hacking away at the green units. Now is getting stunned, but now moves on to the... well, it's over.
Wow.
Lifelance just hacked faster and killed them all.
Yeah, okay, the fighters are taking the win this time. Let's go. The rogues can be brought down.
Yeah, to call this fighters is a high understatement, I would say, with 3 Berserkers, 2 Behemoths, Templars. This is crazy.
Even the way the Seer is built might as well be a fighter. It's traded some of these augments around, so now it has the health-based damage, and it has the one I think it's a 40% damage amp on top of it. It's going to be an absolutely crazy one, possibly a finale here. If Ole's Nariba cannot finish the job right here, right now, I'm a Fishy might shake things up with a win. Right now, Jotun and Riplance over on the left-hand side looking A-okay, but so is that Slash-in completely untouched here. Right below us here. Riplance does fall. Jotun's trying to hold the line. It's a 3-on-1 here versus the Polar Bear, and this could be the moment that Nariba needed to break away and get this ball rolling. Takes one off of I'm a Fishy.
Not done yet, Nariba
Just
says.
back and forth. Oh my gosh. Will this be a 5-round finale? Like, to determine who's going to win this?
All right. We are not yet in the stage where we get extremely high damage, right? I'm a Fishy still has 2 rounds in him. Is that correct?
Potentially. It all depends on how many units. But I think after 30, it starts to chunk. I think it's...
All right.
Yeah,
so we might look at the last game no matter what. A lot of repositionings coming out. Blaze not in the top right corner with all the carries here. The Jotun standing alone on the right side. And where is the Slash? And the Penguin stands proud in the middle next to its buddy Malura. Malura gets a charm in. Slashing is on the Seer. Now is on to the Riptorus, onto the Ranger, and one by one just hacking them down. Jotun was able to tank for a long time. And yes, Slashing is going to be able to take down I'm a Fishy. We have another round. And a PvE round. All right. Okay.
What do you even
goodness.
build at this point? What do you go for?
Matches are still pretty fast. All right, let's watch the PvE round. This one actually took me down one time because I was just PvE round, never mind, and that duel I've just one-shot my corner composition. Really rough.
Man. And I mean, in this instance here, in terms of the tournament status overall, Nariba is just happy at this point. They're going into the grand finals tomorrow with how they are positioning here. But the one person that has actually major implications off of this one isn't even in this top 2. It's actually Lynx. I'm a Fishy is currently, I believe, below them. So with them falling in last, I'm a Fishy, with as much points as possible, could very well mess things up here for Lynx and knock them down a peg. And open the door to maybe not making it tomorrow.
I'm a Fish is in what position right now?
I'm 3rd as of this moment, so they should pass in theory.
All right. So let's see.
Make
if
sure
Lynx
we're
can make it in.
Make sure we're getting a recording of this so we can see, because we got 4 Berserker online, but we got 4 Revenant online. This is going to be a crazy clash of titans here. Which one actually will reign supreme here? Oh, the repositioning is crazy. You can't even track it. They're just moving everywhere.
Let us know what's happening, Silent.
This is absolutely insane. So much last-minute positioning. But who got the upper hand? Right now, it damn well isn't that Jotun. It is getting focused down immediately. It is hanging on by a thread. And it took out... Was that the Slash? And it just took out the big carry here on the side of the Rogues. Might have just fallen. And there is way more here for the green side here for I'm a Fishy. They have done it. They have been able to shut things down. They're going to take care of Nariba and take the lobby here in this 3rd game of the Immutable Masters IPL 1000.
Oh my god. What a finish. Just repositioning, that's what it came down to, right? The Slashing was taken down as like the 2nd unit in the game. Could only do like 3,000 damage, maybe 3 auto hits. There was nothing coming from the Penguin and everything coming from the Behemoths and from the positioning of I'm a Fishy.
And it looked like the Slasher was going to kill the Jotun before it got the stun, but then the Jotun got the stun. Then it casted, healed up the damage that it was such a close fight. And then the Jotun got a 2nd stun off, I think. And then that was what sealed the deal. Slasher went down and it was game over from there.
4 Berserkers is such a power boost to this Jotun because it's gonna... 4 Berserkers means when you would die, your Berserkers would die, they hold on to their life for a few more seconds and get extra attack speed, which is just broken on a Behemoth unit.
And just when the, what is it, every 4 Behemoths, every 3 Berserkers, what is that, every 12 auto attacks, you get just something disgusting. It'll one-shot any unit it touches.
Yeah, that is a nasty composition. Well played here by all of our players. We're going to watch a quick replay, then go back into the studio and watch the scores in just a minute.
I watched it
All
from
these
the other
last second
side.
moves. That was such a risky all-in play. They just have the slash and go directly towards Jotun.
It was so close.
And it almost worked.
Yeah, but then it gets invulnerable, and yeah, that was it. Crazy.
Oh, it reminds me of before this patch when we had the it looks like I'm frozen on the stream. Same as silent.
You, me both.
Yeah. It reminds me of that rye plant that had like 4 lives.
Oh yeah.
Earlier. Oh man.
I remember that
Crazy.
one. Wow. It was only the semifinals, guys, but that was already really exciting. It's going to be hard to sleep tonight. And tomorrow we have the grand finals in the IPL 1000, $20,000 on the line. Let's check out how our guys did and how everybody performed and who's going to be in the big finals tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't even get to recap the other lobby because the game went so fast that I couldn't even really see the results. So it's going to be news to me as well. Who makes our grand final?
1 second. Gotta refresh that. All right, I think. I'm not sure if all the scores are in yet, but I think it looks like it.
Well, it looks like it, I think.
Let's enhance this a little bit. There we go. Okay, what are we seeing?
Wow. Looking at lobby 2 in particular.
What are we seeing? Foxspirit is
Link's
out.
hanging on.
Link's 14 points. Oh my god.
Even with that 8th, Lynx must have been feeling really scared. If Foxspirit would have done a little bit better, it would have been over.
Yep.
Oh
my god.
And then on the other side here, there was a bunch of changes as well. I'll quickly hop over with lobby 1. So not complain. I think no surprise here. They were basically leading every single lobby. So no real surprise for the most part. Sota didn't necessarily need to win a lobby at all, but was always very consistent, going to be moving on. Jonah Kino, they play Earth, but they were playing with Fire. And every game they would start off with a lose streak. Heck, it paid off. Even though they had a rough game 3, making it into the top 4. Alnert is where things get interesting, though. They were able to break in with the best position of 4th in 3 games.
What?
Able to squeak in just by consistently getting 4ths and 5ths because Honir, unfortunately, had a brutal last game. They were 4th in the lobby going into game 3, but they end up falling because of that final game. And then wrapping things up, Wolverine had a nice final game, finally winning, but it could not make up for the damage done in the last 2. Then followed up, of course, by Hoshi and Detective Alan A.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What? He got 2 4ths and a 5th, right? No, 2.
Yeah.
What?
In theory, it's only a 2 4ths and a 5th.
There you go. Consistency.
I've never seen that.
That is really cool. And even with 2 points difference, right? 13 to 11. Best round 4th, above best round number 1. I love it. Alnert. All right, so we got No Complaints, Sota, Chonakinyu, and Alnert in the finals. And then from lobby number 2, we got Nareba, Amafishy, Web3 Gaming TV, and Lynx in the finals tomorrow in the best of 5. And yeah, we got Foxspirit, Rudo, Steigen, and Maru knocked out in lobby number 2.
But damn, that was a tough lobby.
And all of the players getting knocked out here, they're all still getting what, $200, right?
Yes.
They're still getting 200.
Yeah, it is.
Let's go.
16 place is 200. Yes, and yeah, 9th to 16. They're all getting $200. So and a lot of IPL points for the big stage, and a lot of experience and well played to those players.
Yep. All right, tomorrow the big day. 7 G's on the line. Who's going to be taking it home? Oh my gosh.
Yes. First place getting $7,000 tomorrow. $20,000 total in this tournament alone. And we're going to see you guys tomorrow. 2 p.m. UTC is when we're going to start the best of 5 grand finals. I hope to see you all there. Thank you again for the back-end team. Thank you to Illuvium. Thank you for my lovely co-hosters. We're going to be back tomorrow with more of Gauntlet Illuvium Arena action presented by Immutable X. Peace out, everybody.
Don't push back. Oh. Don't push back. Oh. Don't push back. Oh. Don't push back. Don't push back. Oh. Don't push back. Oh. Don't push back. Don't push back. Conscience under.
Well, it's over.
Wow.
Lifelines just hacked faster.
Yeah, okay, the fighters are taking the win this time. Let's go. The Warriors can be brought down.
To call this fighters is a high statement, I would say. Three berserkers, 2 behemoths, templars.
Mystic in here. And if you can get...
but now they're kind of stuck on that Goliath. A nice stun right across the front line, and a beautiful play here for Wolverine to get enough sustain, enough help here with these empaths so that everybody else can go absolutely nuts. This is where the corner composition goes well. Beautifully done.
Yeah, that Geyser, 7 Earth, very tanky team, able to hold off the 3 Granite as well, bought so much time. That Ranger just did no damage for like the first, I don't even know how long, but yeah, I guess there's no stage 3s, but it looks very, very secure.
The Atipo, and there's a bunch of tier 1s and a tier 0, so I guess he is in the middle of it all. It doesn't look as bad.
I mean, what he has in terms of alluvials, he's kind of making up for with the lack of augments. A lot of components really spread out even still, like it still seems like it's. As you can see these numbers.
Oh wow. Ooh.
Yep, it's gone.
But I'm officially looking pretty good.
As well.
Can you do me a favor? Can you right-click the bear? Oh my god, 468 attack damage for raise at that moment anyway. It has both those augments that has max health based on physical damage boosted by your health. So not only is that just not tank line, it is doing so much damage. That's a bottle. It's got
composition, with the Magma, with the Bloto, with the Scoriox, but the backline is taking so much damage from